V.
Welcome along to the Western Fair Sports Centre, home of the London Nationals and the stage for tonight's contest against the visiting Sarnia Legionnaires. My name is Taylor Tsakoniatis. It's a pleasure to be joined here with you for tonight's game. Let's dive into it. Here is the story of the game presented by Source for Sports. Last Thursday saw these two teams square off and saw the Legionnaires skate away with a 4-2 win. That win brought them to 24 points, and taking a look at how they did last season, they had 29 points all year. So they're making big strides and fast. As for the London Nationals, they are coming off of a 3-game losing streak. They'll look to turn things around here quick tonight. For more on tonight's matchup, I will send it up to Kyle and Jeremy. Gentlemen, good evening.
Thanks, Taylor. And it should be a very interesting matchup between these two teams. The big thing right now is, as Taylor just said, Sarnia is a team that seems to be on the rise as of late. London is a team that's surprisingly still holding on to second place in the Western Conference, but 3-game losing streak, it's not looking great for them as of late.
No, and for this Nationals group, again, you have to go back. If they were to lose tonight's game and go 4 in a row, you'd have to go back to 2018, 2019 for them to go on a 4-game losing streak. So this team certainly knows to try to collect themselves together, get themselves focused, and get themselves back in the win column, especially knowing that you're in that second place position and wanting to maintain that gap with the first place LaSalle Vipers.
Still a lot of season to go, but as we said, 3-game losing streak. One of those games actually being to the Sarnia Legionnaires. We saw that on last Thursday where you saw the Nationals fall 4-2 in that contest. Palmer and Milne picking up points in that game. Saber in a solid performance between the pipes, but just not enough to help get the win.
Yeah, and again, it came down to the big boys for the Sarnia Legionnaires, with Harper, Anderson, and Graham getting on the score sheet. Those 3 guys all have over the double-digit point gap, especially for Harper and Graham, over 20 points so far. They're the reason why the Sarnia Legionnaires team is able to be better than they were last season. Again, at the end of last season, they had those 29 points, with already being 24. Certainly a team that's made the jump from last year to this year, certainly rebuilding and making themselves a much better hockey club.
A lot of progress to go, but that's the one thing that's nice about this way the league rolls, is teams are constantly going up and down the standings, and if you get some momentum, you can really start pushing that into a playoff push, especially for these Sarnia Legionnaires. Now, with that Nationals performance, unfortunately losing in that game 4-2, but another solid performance as well by Nolan Milne, who continues to have these great games over and over again. As he is now 10 goals in the last 10 games and 1 assist over that time as well. Just fantastic job finding the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, he's been able to find his game during this losing streak, able to capitalize on getting on the score sheet quite often here during this most recent stretch. So for a guy like Milne, especially in a game like tonight where the Nationals are down a few key players, it's going to be a guy like Milne to be able to continue to provide the offensive presence for this Nationals team.
Before the streak started as well for Milne, only had 2 goals on the season, so picking up this big offensive push has been absolutely fantastic for him. And one of the main reasons why the Nationals are where they are in their standings right now, sitting second place, still did so well in that first October and November that they managed to hold on there. Still 31 points, 4 back to LaSalle, but still tied there with St. Mary's with a game at hand. So a win tonight gives that sole possession out of second place.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it at the beginning of the season, how it's important to get those wins, like you mentioned, in the months of September and October, so that you can have little stretches like these during the months of December and January. So come the later parts of the season, when they can try to continue to gain those wins, it's important to do so. So for this London team, again, with having that game in hand on the St. Mary's Lincolns, that's quite big, knowing that that St. Mary's team came in here last Wednesday night and showed the Nationals why they want to keep that second place position as well. So for London, it's try to get back on the positive.
The other interesting thing with the standing as well, there you see St. Mary's up in 3rd place, especially after the win they took over on the Nationals last Wednesday, leapfrogged them into 3rd place, jumping over Strathroy, and you can't count out Chatham as well, who's only right there in 28 with 28 points, sitting in 5th.
Yeah, and Chatham was able to beat London last weekend as well against the Nationals 2 weekends ago. So certainly those middle of the pack teams certainly starting to make that progress here as we approach the midway part of this regular season. So London knows that they have to get their game going, and it starts with getting 2 points here tonight.
Absolutely. Extremely congested middle of the group there in the Western Conference. Still a lot of things to do, and the Nationals lineup here tonight is going to look a little different from what we normally see as well. Running 11 and 6 tonight on the back end, going shorthanded, unfortunately, with Lucas Chard out with an illness.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Chard, like you just mentioned, out with that illness. And interesting that they didn't add that extra player. They could have gone 11 and 7 or go with the traditional 12 and 6. But going down a player short, going to be interesting to see how head coach Mike McElveen rolls the lines tonight again, with Nolan Chipman moving up to that second line as well. That's going to be a big thing for him. He was down on the fourth line last Wednesday, so expect more offense from a guy like Colton Chipman on that second line tonight.
Austin Gurman also out with suspension, and Joshua LePayne back in the lineup as well. So a few new faces and old faces in and out of the lineup as well. Going to be interesting to see how this Nationals lineup adjusts for tonight's game. Looking between the pipes now, not too surprising here. The Nationals going very much back and forth between their two starting goaltenders, but it'll be Carter Froggen in net tonight, whose numbers have been fairly solid throughout the season, picking up those 6-3-1 record with an .888 save percentage. Yeah,
again, Froggen's had himself quite the busy month of November heading into December. Again, he played again 2 weekends ago for the Windsor Spitfires, so coming back down here to the Nationals here, he's been quite busy, and again, having that good record of 6-3-1 certainly provides a boost of confidence, and he's looking up to put big numbers. And then on the other side, for Jack Martin, he came in here the last time that the Nationals played in here against Sarnia and put up a good fight. So certainly a guy like Martin can carry this Sarnia team, where they too as well have been splitting the goaltending back and forth, only in his 15th start of the campaign for him. So Sarnia splitting the goaltending duo, and Jack Martin once again playing in net here at the Western Fair Sports Center.
Yeah, that's the dangerous thing about the Sarnia Legionnaires. They're a team that really relies on that tandem goaltending, going back and forth, back and forth. The Nationals have moved into that ever since Hayden Sabrin has really made himself a presence here between the pipes. So it's going to be really different to see which team can come out here and really take advantage of the game in this contest. Now, another aspect of the Nationals team that really needs to get some work done on it, I believe, is going to be that special teams. Special teams for both the Nationals right now are now dead last in the Western Conference, sitting in 8th place. It is not what they want to see from this team. They have to be a lot better on the ice.
Yeah, and that's something that they usually want to work on quite often here. Again, with it being them being dead last in both special teams categories, that's something that I'm sure that they worked on during practice this week, is how can they continue to improve? How can they move the puck around when they're on the penalty, when they're on the power play? How can they move that puck around, try to find better chances towards the front of the net? And their special teams to start the year, their penalty kill especially, was really strong. So we'll see if they can make that change and get them back into the top of the Western Conference.
That penalty kill as well, just being a bit too aggressive, sitting at that 79%. Does have 10 shorthanded goals, which leads the entire GOJHL. So there is some bright spots even on that penalty kill.
Yeah, for sure. You can always be aggressive and have that 1-4 cheat a little bit high near the blue line, but you want to make sure you get the puck out at the end of the day when it comes to being on that special teams play.
Still to see if anything changes tonight. A couple big names out of the lineup for the Nationals, but with that, we'll send down to ice level for our opening ceremonies.
Whose traditional lands we're gathered on this evening. Fans may now please stand if you are able and remove your hats and join Candace Bordeaux in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, and on guard for thee.
As we get set for our opening face-off here, the interesting thing that we're going to have to see from this Nationals is how do they respond to last week's contest. Getting their biggest loss on home ice in 10 years, losing 9-2 to St. Mary's last week. You got to expect a big bounce back this week.
Yeah, and I'm sure the message was sent to the group here tonight where, again, like you mentioned, the biggest loss here on home ice in 10 years. Knowing this group, they're going to want to rebound, especially the defensive core. With the changes that they've made, shifting around a few players, a guy like Michael Kopchak moving from the light to the left, getting himself back to being on that left side. They want to play really strongly in front of Carter Froggatt, especially since last Wednesday they didn't do really that good of a job protecting the front of the net.
If the Nationals want a bit of hope coming out of that, last time they lost allowed 9 goals in a game, they went on to win the Sutherland Cup that season. As they start here, face-off draw, Nationals win the draw, picked up now by Downey. Downey over to Fisher. Starts that breakup up to Wood. Wood across the blue line to Milne. Milne just offside. And the face-off will come outside the Legionnaire zone.
Yeah, good little puck movement there by the Nationals, and Jeremy Hurst just a little stride offside, trying to get that extra bit of speed over the blue line. Just bites him there early on. The Nationals need to continue to try to force pressure and try to get that puck right back.
Face-off draw won by the Legionnaires. Here comes Graham. Quick shot on net. Goes right into the logo as Froggatt holds on.
Yeah, and a good early save there by Froggatt right in the middle of his chest square to the puck, and that's going to be a key thing too as well for these London goaltenders, is not allowing any loose rebounds. Knowing what happened the last couple of games to the Nationals, they want to make sure that they protect the front of the net, and for the goaltenders not allow those loose rebounds right in that dangerous scoring area where they had to struggle with that last Wednesday.
Another face-off won by the Legionnaires as Brooks will send it down low. Graham tries a little backhand pass, put it out front to Moffat. Stolen by the Nationals, they'll move it up to the boards. Hirsch, lead pass up to Wood. Wood crosses the red line. He's just going to dump it in a bit too high, however, and catch the netting and out of play.
Yeah, so this face-off is going to come right in front of the Nationals bench. And again, looking at their record, going 15-7-1 so far on the season. With being in second place, it's good, but they need to continue to try to have the right habits.
They got to try to find what was working for them earlier in the year and get back to those tendencies. The benefit is the wings are a little bit easier to get early in the season. They are late. Puck comes all the way down. McGrail, he's going to bounce it hard around the board. Picked up by right up front. Nice play by Palmer. Fagan tries to keep it in. Can't hold the line, but steals the puck right back. Dumps it in. Picked up on the far side. Pass right up front is LePayne. He puts it on net. Just tips it wide, however. Picked up now by Richardson. He hits a lead pass up to Harper. Here come the Legionnaires across the blue line. Tadino back out front. Rebound chance. Backhand pass. Huge pad save by Froggatt. Nationals turn the counterattack quickly. Palmer across the red line. Dumps it in for Chipman. Chipman played up front. Tried to hit onto the stick of LePayne. Chipman's going to stay right with it. LePayne circles around the dot and puts it right down low, but turned back up to Ruland at the blue line. Waddick collects in the corner. He tries to clear the puck. Ends up on the stick of Kopchak at the point and puts it right on net. And a solid save by Martin as he gets another touch on the puck.
Well, good save there by Jack Martin, but we're going to go back to that Carter Froggatt save. It was again, pass right over it into the high slot, and a good little one-time shot. Froggatt makes the first save, but that's the save right there. That secondary save made there with the stretch pass. Again, I talk about it a lot where you want to protect the front of the net and not allow that type of play to happen. And for the London D, they got to be quicker on their sticks and try to negate that type of play.
Aerosmith put the puck, quick shot on net from distance. Nationals keep possession. Puck put back up top. Collecting now, Kopchak takes a shot, goes all the way, bounces down low, rebound chance. Ruland again, he gets a shot on net. Loose puck down low, Aerosmith tries to get out front to LeBlanc, but just misses. And it slides underneath the stick of Kopchak, goes all the way down the length of the ice. Ruland picks it up, lead pass a little too far ahead of his man. That's going to go all the way down the ice for an icing.
Yeah, and close call right in front of the Sarnia net as the Nationals had two players kind of right in good shooting opportunities. Unfortunately, the puck just continued to slide right past them and down inside of London's zone.
Another shot from distance. That goes up of a player in front. Down in the corner. LeBlanc battles for it. Kopchuk throws a hit. Puck is picked up by Terrian. He'll move back up to the point. Over to Brooks. He'll just deflect it down in the corner. Kopchuk tries to throw a body. He gets pushed off the puck. Now picked up by Rogers. He throws it cross ice. That gets picked up. Here come the Legionnaires into the offensive zone. Put right in the middle of the net. That hits a leg. Moffat picks it up. He comes in, takes a shot. And that one gets blocked and held on to by Froggatt.
Yeah, and so far in this contest, we've seen the Nationals try to make that cross-ice pass, and the Sarnia defensemen have been active in picking that puck off. And that's something that the Nationals need to maybe make an adjustment when they're breaking the puck out, is just continue to move it forward instead of trying to make that cross-ice pass. They're so far picking it off.
Picked up now, brought across the blue line by McNamara. Legionnaires get a hold of it, but lose control. Nationals do the same thing as it slides off the toe of Hirsch's stick. Lead pass almost picked off perfectly by Hirsch. Now sent up to Holland. He comes in, he blows a tire and takes a tumble. Now McNamara, he's going to move into the offensive zone, flips it right on net, and it'll be gobbled up and held onto by Martin.
And there we get a shot of Jeremy Hirsch. Hirsch, as we've called Mr. Western Fair Sports Center, has scored a lot of his goals here at home so far this season. He needs to continue to find the score sheet for him. He's got 18 points, 10 goals, 8 assists. Need to try to continue that offense.
Face up played right out front. McNamara, big chance, gets denied by Martin, trying to get a little bit of help down low. And the puck's going to come up to the blue line. Legionnaires are going to clear. Puck flipped down in the corner by Monks. Puck bounces off the near side. Palmer, nice little touch pass, gets it up to Wood, but Wood can't handle it. Puck gets turned behind the Legionnaires' net. Played up by Blum. Blum's pass gets picked off. Nationals control down low. Staying with it is Milne. Gets it to Downey at the blue line. Back onto Hirsch's stick. Quick passing by the Nationals. Just a little too far ahead of its target in Milne. Downey holds the line. Stolen again by Blum. He'll clear the zone. Monks manages to clear it down below the red line. Graham tries to get it out right at the short side. Puts it out front. Net does come off its moorings, but it is covered up by Froggatt.
Yeah, good save there made by Froggatt as we're getting a shot now of some of the Nationals volunteers doing with the London Food Bank. They are doing a Business Cares food drive where they ask to be a fan and bring a can for this Wednesday and for next Wednesday on the 13th as well. So if you come to the Western Fair Sports Center for the next London Nationals game, please consider bringing a valuable food item. It'll certainly help those in need this holiday season.
Here comes Harper across the blue line. He tries to put a puck on net, but just goes off the leg of Pace Roth. Down low, Pace Roth takes his man. Fagan's in there to help. Puck gets stopped up the board, and we're going to see our first penalty coming here. Hooking is the call, and it looks like it's going to Riley Wood.
Yeah, Wood going for the hook again happens right on the left side portion of your screen. Takes the stick away from Austin Harper. And so Sarnia will go to the power play for the first time in here tonight. They currently have the 5th best power play in the Western Conference, currently operating at a 13.6% efficiency.
Blum throws it down low to Harper. Back to Harper, takes a shot, scores! Finds its way through a crack in the armor. And the Legionnaires take an early 1-0 lead on the power play.
And that's one that Carter Froggatt's going to want back as Harper finds the hole, as Froggatt did not hold his post securely. Again, they just work it from low to high, just give it right back to Harper, and you can see there's just that little bit of space in between his glove, and you can see Froggatt look behind him and try to figure out how the heck that went behind him. And when he comes and looks at the tape, he's going to see that there was just that little bit of space in between his glove and his pad, and that's where Harper found the back of the net. And for Harper, that is now his 12th goal on the campaign, and Sarnia already 5 minutes in has a 1-0 lead.
Just solid work by the power play, just moving the puck well, and the seeing eye puck finds its way past Carter Froggatt. Nationals going to try to quickly respond here. Puck pinned him down in the corner. LePayne, he tries to move it up to the blue line, gets picked off. Here come the Legionnaires. Anderson sees that he's going to go offside and goes off anyway.
Yeah, now we get a shot of Talon Palmer, him as well as trying to get himself going offensively. He and Milne scored the 2 goals down in Sarnia last Thursday. So again, I expect a guy like Talon Palmer, who has been clutch down the stretch last season, trying to do that again here this season.
Legionnaires try to clear their own zone. Hirsch gets the steal, dumps it right back in. Blum's going to be the first man on it. Ali Rogers right on top of him. Puck gets flipped up into the neutral ice. Kopchuk, he's going to bat it right back into the Legionnaires zone. Nationals doing a good job on the forecheck here, applying a lot of pressure. Legionnaires trying to get their footing down. Puck gets tipped up, stolen again. Here come the Legionnaires across the blue line. Puck played down low. Good defensive play to Kopchuk to keep him out on the outside. Play by LeBlanc, gets it up to Rogers. Rogers waits, maybe a little too long, as he had his man going right down the middle in Hirsch. Puck flipped up, catches a stanchion. Downey's going to keep it in. Another attempt to clear by the Legionnaires. Stolen again by LeBlanc. Down low, Rogers tries to put it back out front. That gets stopped. Downey puts it on net. Kicked aside by Martin. Puck banked off the boards. Downey tries to hold it, bounces over his stick and clears the zone. Nationals quickly try to catch the lead, starting on a change. Hurst winds up, fires it right over the net. Big chance, but can't hit the target. Puck picked up, goes off of Waddick. Baldwin, he's going to try to keep with the puck, finds it now. And the puck gets sent over by Fisher. McNamara, he's going to tip it in. Goes right on net. Martin's going to quickly move it back up the middle of the ice. Tadino, he'll bring it in, takes a shot from the top of the circle, right into the glove of Froggatt, as he bounces right back in net.
A good transition play back and forth. As like you mentioned, the Nationals are doing a good job on the forecheck of applying that pressure. They just need to try to find the areas where they can intercept that puck and turn it the other way. A couple of good shots on net so far from the London D. Just need to generate some more traffic in front of Jack Martin.
Pays off down low. Baldwin's going to get kicked out. In comes Chipman. Face off one cleanly by Sarnia. Waddick tries to play it up to the blue line. Gets some pressure by McNamara. Brings it right down low. Picked up by Monks on the far side. Monks gets pushed off the puck by Fagan. Fagan gets taken down. Back up to Waddick. Waddick takes a shot. Kicked aside by Froggatt. Goes to an open wing. Rebound chance right in front. Coming off the stick of Moffett. Big hit thrown right in the corner by who else but McNamara. And the puck comes right to Froggatt and he'll gobble it up. First period, as always, is brought to you by Great White Wealth Management. As we continue here, Sarnia really applying a lot of the pressure here in the first period.
Yeah, and so far some of the Nationals forwards have been caught puck watching a little bit. I've seen a few open spaces for this Legionnaires forward group to try to get the puck into open spaces for the Nationals.
Quick shot at Windmill Wednesday as Carter Froggatt just flashes the leather on a big save by Anthony Tadino. Another quick shot comes right around. Puck's going to be brought up. Fagan pins his man down in the corner. Wood collects the puck down low. Puck batted out of mid-air, right and tight to big save again. Froggatt rebound, scores! Ryan Richardson makes it 2-0 Sarnia. shades of last week all over again. As Sarnia smothering London early.
And again, they just work it from low to high, just get it into the slot, and once again, there is no defense right in front of the net, leaving Carter Froggatt to dry. And just like that, it is 2-0 Sarnia. After Ryan Richardson, he's able to get his 8th on the campaign.
And Richardson just offside again on the second play, as Tadino is just a stride ahead, or they had a clear-cut 2-on-1 as the national defender on the play in Rulin blows a tire. Palmer wins that draw cleanly, picked up by Kopchuk. Sends over to Rulin on the near side. Palmer gets it banked off his skate, and we're going to see a tripping call coming here to Sarnia as the Nationals get a power play opportunity to try to get themselves back in this game.
And this is going to go to Austin Harper, as I'm not quite sure as to where this trip happened. It must have been in the neutral zone or right along the blue line. But regardless, the trip is called and London goes to the power play. Like you mentioned, they have the worst power play at 12%, 8th in the West. So if they can get on the board here, they can try to increase that percentage.
We're going to see how this new look power play is going to work, as we have Downey out there with Atlee Rogers as well. So a very different look here for the National power play. You still have Wood up there along with Milne and Palmer. So just trying to find something that works on the back end.
Yeah, and you can see there on your screen, the trip happened right on the face-off as the wingers had tied each other up, and Harper took down his man.
Play down low, Wood puts it up to the blue line. Great defensive play down low by Terry, and hit that puck out in the neutral ice. Downey's going to have to work his way back up ice. Gets it to Palmer. Palmer loses direction on it for Wood. And it's sent right back down to the national zone again. Sent at the wall to Palmer. Over to Rogers. Rogers brings it in. Waits up in the corner. Moves it up to Downey at the blue line. Nationals trying to get their set up. Milne put right in front of the net. Rogers walks in. Big shot down low. Milne tries to get a piece of it. Gets tied up. Puck comes out. Rides the top of the boards. Stays in play, however. Puck comes all the way down. Battle for the puck down low. Downey just trying to take his man. Gets a little help from Chipman. Colton Chipman, nice little move. He's going to move it to the outside. Coming in, attacking on McGrail. McGrail does a great work to get the puck right back, but the Nationals stick with it. Fagan, he gets knocked down to the ice. Fagan using his physicality to his advantage, takes his man down as the Nationals keep possession. Fisher right at the top, ran tight, shoots and scores! Beautiful play down low as Colton Chipman gets on the Nationals on the board.
Well, I talked about it before puck drop, how Colton Chipman was moved up to the second line. And here on the power play, they just moved this puck down low. It was a great battle up high and a good job by Fagan to keep it in. They work it down low to Chipman, and he just gets this on a beautiful feed, gets it down low, and just able to capitalize on that one. Put it on the backhand, up underneath the bar, into the back of the net. And now this game is now 2-1 in favor of Sarnia.
It's a fantastic read by Fisher to see Chipman going right in front of the net, puts it right on his stick. And Jack Martin has absolutely no chance on that play. It's out down in the corner. Legionnaires just trying to get the pressure right back on and regain their 2-goal lead. Played up, huge hit, goes down, and that's going to draw a crowd. As Aerosmith takes a hard hit. Down low, back right out front, LeBlanc, he tries to put a body on it. Play right up front, tries to get a tip off Chipman. And now Fagan takes a tumble right in front of the net. Anderson moves it around, picked up by Moffat on the near side. Moffat's long pass, gets it up to Monks. Nationals regain, puck sent over, Kopchuk now. Puck gets dumped into the offensive zone. Picked up down in the corner by Owen Brown. Now to Blum. Still trying to battle for it. The Nationals going to get possession right back. Trying to put a puck right out front again. Chipman's doing a great job of just finding those open spaces right in the slot. Halton gets taken down, and Kopchuk's going to take a tripping call here. Aerosmith seems to be okay on the bench after taking that huge hit.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the hit again as Aerosmith does not see him coming. His back is turned, and there's the hit. And on the bench, he was showing his frustration. And then here's the trip right there. Kopchuk tries to go for the hit, leaves his stick near the blue line, which causes the Sarnia player to go down. And so now Sarnia has another chance here on the power play. They are already 1 for 1.
Connected quickly on that first power play opportunity. You know they're going to look to see if they can make it happen again. Back into the blue line. Shot from distance goes right on target. Kick save by Froggatt. Harper throws it behind the net. Anderson standing, Richardson standing right out front. Played out front again. Richardson gets a piece of it, but not enough as Froggatt dives out and smothers the puck.
Yeah, good job of smothering that puck there, as once again both of London's defense were puck watching in that situation. Both of them looking behind the net, not really noticing anyone in the high slot. So you need to have one guy focusing on behind the net and one guy focusing on what's in front of you.
A face-off win by the Legionnaires. Puck comes up right to the half wall, and the Nationals will clear and send it down. Hard work there by Riley Wood. Milne coming out as the lone attacker. Cycling around, Richardson. He's going to dump it in. Tadino's going to be the first one to try to get to it. Fagans gets knocked out on the ice. Sticks with it, however, and gets the steal right back. Milne tips up to the blue line. Harper keeps it in. Stolen by Rogers, but can't get it out of the zone. Kept in down low to Harper again. Picked up now by Richardson. Alfredo puck continues right along the wall. Richardson finds it again. Up to McGrail. One-time attempt. It finds its way through. And through the back of the net is McGrail. Puts the Legionnaires back up 2.
And a bit of an unlucky break there for Froggatt as he read that all the way, and it ends up going off of the skate of Vrulin. Again, it goes to McGrail. It's flat on the ice, and it goes off of Vrulin's skate and 5-hole past Carter Froggatt. And already here in this first period, the Legionnaires is able to put up a 3-spot here on the Nationals. And Sarnia so far in this first period have come out flying here to start this contest.
McGrail, his 4th goal of the season from the blue line. And a big one at that. Not very often we see the Nationals give up 3 in a period, but now it's happened twice in the last 2 home games. Puck played down low into the offensive zone. Moffat pins it along the back wall, trying to get some help. Pace Roth tries to get the steal, puts it up to the blue line. Sarnia keeps it in. Downey down low, backs it up the wall. Picked up now by Aerosmith. Good to see he's back on the ice. Downey, lead pass from McNamara. Just banks off his stick. Turn quickly back around. Downey gets it right at the blue line, but just a second too late. And we'll get the offside.
Yeah, Nationals trying to respond here after allowing that power play. Again, for this Nationals team, it's to continue to work on the simple stuff.
Face-off won by the Nationals. Fisher over to Fagan. Fagan's got room to move. He's going to bring it right up the gut. Takes the shot on net. Just powering and willing to play. Back behind the net again. Picked up by Hirsch. Trying to cycle it back up to the blue line. He ends up getting it pinned along the boards. Fisher is there to help. Tries to kick it up, but he does get stolen. Stick just slapped right out of the hand of Durham. And we're going to see a penalty for that as into the box goes Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher going for the slash happens right out in front of the Sarnia bench as again just an undisciplined penalty as this puck just chipped away, and then there's the stick slash there off the hands, and yet another power play here for this Legionnaires club. 2 for 2. See if they can go 3 for 3.
A strong power play so far for the Legionnaires, as they've done a great job at finding that open ice in front of the slot, as the Nationals not doing a great job covering it. As another play right in the slot, takes a shot right on net. Wide open chance comes off the stick of Anthony Tadino and ends up going over the net and out of play.
Man, Sarnia just doing a good job of finding guys in open spaces. That one just goes just off the shoulder of Froggatt and up and out of play.
Nationals get the face-off win. They try to clear it out, kept in by Blum. Blum, drop pass over to Harper. Harper dishes it down low, back up to Harper, the blue line, slap pass, one-time attempt on the near side by Tadino. Tadino again is going to pick it up, whistle blows. Leave the net is off its moorings.
Yeah, Froggatt came across and made that little bit of an awkward save on that one-timer, which caused the net to come off of its moorings. And so now another face-off will happen just to Froggatt's left.
Face-off gets scrubbed, ends up being lost in the leg of the linesman. Milne will find it, and he'll bring it out. Dumps it in. Wood's the first man on it. He's going to just try to kill some more clock as he almost gets knocked down. Stays with it, however. Harper picks it up, and he'll break it out over to McGrail on the far side. Brings it in clearly, walks in, takes a shot. Another big flash of the glove by Froggatt. Just trying to build his confidence back up after letting in a couple goals he's probably not happy with.
Yeah, good rush once again here by the Legionnaires, just making that little bit of a drop pass into the high slot. And then Froggatt once again flashing that glove. He's had to use it quite a lot so far, as Sarnia's thrown 15 shots Froggatt's way.
Play down low. The Legionnaires try to get a shot on net, ends up getting blocked. And Kopchuk's going to dump it down the length of the ice. Minute gone in the power play. Sarnia brings it across the blue line. Monks just drives it down low. He gets powered off the buck by Baldwin. Trying to get some help from Graham. Two of the bigger players out on the ice just going toe-to-toe along the boards. Legionnaires do get the puck out. They'll maintain possession. Sent over. Cross-ice pass again. That gets picked off. Legionnaires try to keep with it. But Brooks just not able to fight off McNamara, who collects it, and he's going to send it all the way back down into his own zone where the Nationals get a little bit of breathing room. Puck banked off the wall up to Palmer. Palmer, he's just going to cycle it back again. Some quick passes back up to Downey. Downey going to clear it, and that's going to go the length of the ice, and the Nationals kill off the penalty. Picked up now by Palmer down low. Palmer tries to clear it up into the middle of the ice. Ends up going off a stick. Foot race now for the puck. Chipman doesn't see his man right on top of him. Monks tries to get a steal. Puck comes out. London moves it back into their own end. Puck collected down low. Matthew Anderson. He gets stripped to the puck. Put right back out front. Backhand chance. Tipped out front. Just goes off the crossbars. It goes off to one of the old Legionnaires players. Played down low and just smacking away at it are the Nationals, but it is held on to by Martin.
Well, pinball right out in front. As again, Chipman just throws a little backhand, goes off the glove, and then he ends up getting the paddle out of his stick. Otherwise, that sits right on top of the net. So Jack Martin getting that paddle on the puck, knocking it down off the net, as again, Colton Chipman coming close for the second time in this game.
Play right up front. Chipman puts it on net. Puck will be sent back around up the boards. Sarnia's going to be able to move it out. Trying to get the play down low. Trying to get the pass right into the middle of the ice to Langstaff. Ends up getting stolen as the Nationals move it back out front. LePayne tries to get a stick on it. Unable to. Chipman's right there with him. Over to Palmer. Palmer walks in, takes a shot, hits up on the shoulder up high on Martin. Palmer sticks with it. Nice little move, brings it down low, takes a shot, nice flashing of the glove by Martin, and he'll hold on.
Well, good rush there by Talon Palmer, as he had this puck for a good 10 seconds as he put it behind the Sarnia net and continues with it. Makes a nice little move here. Good Edward. The inside out move and tries to shoot it low glove side. But Jack Martin has nothing of it and makes his 10th save of the game.
Puck comes down, and here come the Legionnaires. Here comes Harper. Harper's got room to move, puts it out front, big shot, and huge save by Froggatt. LeBlanc puts it around behind the net. Picked up by Fagan, back up to LeBlanc. He's got Rogers up with him. Elects to pass it over, stolen off the stick of Aerosmith. Into the offensive zone, here comes Sarnia, walks in, takes a shot, the sharp angle, catches up high on Froggatt. Nationals going to try to quickly turn around. They got 5 strong going down the ice. Here comes Fagan across the blue line. Waits, fires it, puts it just wide. Rogers picks it up down in the corner. He gets pushed off the puck. Sarnia again, they're just going to drive it right up the wall. Good footwork there. Stolen again by the Legionnaires. Brooks, he takes a hit from Milne. Manages to put it down in the corner. Great determination down low, but the Nationals steal it back. Rogers, back on the wall. Puck clears the red line, dumped in. Milne comes in, he throws a hit. The puck comes back out on the stick of Harper. Harper flips it into the far corner. Pack played right out front, loose puck, rebound chance, put right in the middle of the ice, shot again! Gets tipped as Brooks, he'll get a piece of it, goes off his glove, so hand pass. And we'll reset just outside the National zone.
As again, here's that 2-on-1 save. And again, good job by Froggatt coming across early, knowing that the pass was going to be made cross ice, and he comes across beautifully and takes away another golden scoring chance from the Sarnia Legionnaires.
Puck gets rifled right around the boards. The Legionnaires trying to get a hold of it. Stolen again by Milne. Milne puts it up, and now will clear the zone. 30 seconds left in the period. Another reverse hit thrown by the Legionnaires. Puck comes in. Froggatt comes out to play it. He's got to move it quickly. He had a Legionnaires player coming right behind him. Woo. Puck moved up to Hirsch. Hirsch cross ice over to Wood right in the top of the slot. Wood's got to move it quickly. Takes a shot and just misses wide. Fisher takes a shot, goes right on net. And Martin holds on and will get the whistle. 3.4 seconds remaining here in the first.
Yeah, the Nationals are dangerous when they move their feet so far in tonight's contest. And you can say that actually for both teams, is when they're using their speed, they're being able to generate scoring chances.
Fisher again takes a shot that goes off a body. Another shot chance, and that gets blocked once again. Couple quick plays right at the end of the first as Moffett gets another couple blocks, but the Legionnaires come out strong here in the first and will take a 3-1 lead here at home for the road team as we head into our first intermission here on Archon Aggregates Nationals Hockey here on Rogers TV.
This is Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
TSC has exciting offers every day on gifts for everyone. A new Today's Showstopper. Oh yes, big hug for Mom of the Year. Holiday pricing on top brands. Hubby, check. Dad, check. Sweet treats and gift sets my cousin will love. And for Mom, a magical Avera necklace with interest-free Easy Pay. Holiday shopping done. Light up your holidays with exciting offers every day at tsc.ca.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. Smoking weed affects reaction time and concentration. A message from Mad Canada. 'Cause
watching Rogers TV.
I'd like to welcome in Sarnia Legionnaires forward Cameron Grimm into the broadcast tonight. Now, Cameron, we were talking about it earlier today, how your team last year sat at 29 points all season. Now you're sitting at 24 and it's December. What are your thoughts on this, and what do you think has changed in that room?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot better than last year, obviously. You know, like I think we had a 24-game losing streak, so, you know, that was pretty hard on the boys. And, you know, this year we came with more intensity in practices, and we're regrouping better as a group, like in interviews and stuff, and we're just going forward with that.
For some personal success here, you have 7 points through the past 9 games there. What are you doing on and off the ice to get those results?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just stretching, working out every day, you know, not thinking about points too much, and like helping the team win overall. And yeah, so it's working out for me right now. So.
You're up 3 in the first period here. Obviously a big success. Can you tell me what you liked about how you guys played there?
I mean, yeah, we know London's on a 3-game losing streak. You know, they're going to be coming out hard today, and, you know, we just got to get pucks in deep and, you know, back check and forecheck and paycheck. So, you know.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Best of luck to you tonight. You're watching Archon and Aggregates London Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV. We will be right back after this.
I'm Gosleigh. My name means everything.
Tom Longboats.
I am Wolf Clan, Onondaga Nation. I've run many different races. I've run to survive and to be free. I've run to win for honor.
His people might be lazy, but this one's damn fast.
My people respected our runners, people who carried important messages from village to village.
I need a guide to the next post. Dispatch carrier, sir. I can get you there.
God sakes, that! Slow down. Who do you think I am, Tom Longboat?
No, sir. I am.
Running makes me feel alive. It's everything.
Tom Longboat was the first Indigenous person to win the Boston Marathon. He ran his way to international fame and became an inspiration to generations of athletes.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Watch, play, and win every Monday night at 8 p.m. Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV. Cards are available at multiple London locations and are good for all 3 games. Weekly jackpots total $3,000. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, a tough start here for the Nationals. Already on a 3-game losing streak and down 3-1 now here in the first period. Not what we expected out of this Nationals roster tonight.
No, Sarnia came in here tonight on a mission, knowing the fact that the Nationals are on a 3-game losing streak and wanting to capitalize early, and that's exactly what Sarnia was able to do, getting 2 power play markers, 1 even strength. They've come in here tonight knowing that they can continue to move up the Western Conference standings, collecting those key points.
Hey, if you can take down a team ahead of you, great news. And here's what we saw in that first period of action. Just some great passing and great shooting there by the Sarnia Legionnaires.
Yeah, Harbour being able to get on the board for his 12th on the campaign. That was the first goal of the contest, and then another chance right in front in the London defense, nowhere to be found as Richardson's able to get his 8th. And then Colton Chipman, we knew he needed to get his offensive game going as of late, and he's able to get himself a power play marker, and then here's the Sarnia goal once again from the point from McGrail, and that one off the skate of Rulin and into the back of the net. So again, shots being 17-11. Sarnia so far in this game have had way more of the goal scoring opportunities in this contest, and that's a lot of rubber so far for Carter Frogga to face, but he's done pretty well considering that it's only 3-1.
Absolutely, and what we just heard from Taylor when she was talking to Cameron Graham is that this is a team that they knew London was going to come out strong in that first period, and they just maxed that energy and came back with their own stuff, and London just couldn't handle it in their own zone. And we saw a lot of that even when London came in on the offense, and we saw some great goaltending between the pipes for Sarnia as they just really kept a lot of shots to the outside and just made it pretty easy in net for Jack Martin.
Yeah, for Jack Martin, when he came in here the last time that the Legionnaires came to London, it was the same exact story where a lot of shots came from the outside. Sarnia's defense were playing very tight to the Nationals forwards group. And for Martin, that's easy work for him. Besides the one goal that you can't exactly blame, just a beautiful feed from Michael Fisher up to Chipman into the back of the net. Besides that, Martin's had an excellent game in here tonight, stopping 10 shots.
Some goalies really pick it up in those games with the higher pressure and the bigger opponents. And it looks like Martin is one of those guys who's really having a fantastic start to his contest tonight. On the other end, not the night you'd expect we'd see from Carter Frogga, but he has made some glove saves and some really nice work, athleticism showing off, and has been really flashing that leather as well tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, that first goal that happened to get past him on the power play is one that's probably the only goal he liked to have back. But other than that, he's been strong. The pads have been strong for him tonight, kicking them left and right. His rebound control has been really strong in here tonight as well. Aggressive in that blue paint as well, and that's something that I'm sure Carter Frogga wants to continue to grow in his game, is to continue to be aggressive, trying to read the puck and see where it's going to go, as knowing the goaltender community, as I know it, they love to try to be aggressive and continue to find ways to help grow their game. And Frogga's done a good job in here tonight of just knowing what he can control, and then goals that aren't exactly his fault, not to try to take any negative impact on.
Absolutely. There's still some things that need to be worked on for this Nationals lineup as well. There's still a lot of game left to go here. 40 minutes left in this contest. You're only down 2. This is a team that does know how to score the goals, and we can see that going into the second here, third periods. One thing that does have to be cracked down on is that penalty kill. A brutal start for the Nationals here, but I don't know if it's more bad on the Nationals penalty kill or more on just that great passing we saw from Sarnia's power play.
And that's the key for any power play, is if you have that quick puck movement, the penalty killers, no matter what the team is, they're going to struggle when you're moving it back and forth. When it's only just a couple of seconds on and off your stick, you're able to just generate that movement and get those shots like that you want. And especially on that first one for the Sarnia Legionnaires, they go from low to high. And for a special teams unit like the Nationals have, it's difficult when you go low to high because you got to quickly get on them quick. Otherwise, it's going to be in the back of the net. And Sarnia able to get 2 power play markers in that first period, so they're going to be dangerous heading into the second period as well.
Got to try to keep your emotions in check here going into the next 2 frames as well. If you see Sarnia's power play clicking the way it is, you got to try to keep out of the box as best you can. One thing we're not seeing anybody lay back on a bit is the physicality in this contest as well. Both teams throwing the body every chance they get.
Yeah, Sarnia throwing a lot of reverse hits, and for London, they're just doing a good job in the defensive zone, especially of just riding their guy out along the boards. We've seen Quinn McNamara throw the body a lot here tonight. We've seen Riley Wood as well, and Aerosmith took that big hit in the defensive zone as well. Glad to see that he's okay and continuing in this game. So like you mentioned, physicality up big here in this contest, and it's going to be continuing as we go through this game.
1 period down, 2 to go. Still anybody's contest here at the Western Fair Sports Center. And we'll be right back with our second period of action here on Archon Aggregates Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV.
I'm just finishing up my 5th year volunteering here with Rogers TV. I've learned all aspects of how to put on a TV show, both in front of the camera and behind, and working with some great volunteers, learning how we do everything in front and behind the camera. To me, being a volunteer is helping giving back to the community and making sure that we put on a quality program for our viewers to watch, and being out there and making sure it's done properly. Just get out and volunteer. You'll have a great time. You meet a lot of great people, and you'll really enjoy it. And you'll, surprisingly enough, you'll get recognized out in the community for your volunteer work. There's not a day goes by or a week goes by that I don't find somebody who says, hey, I recognize you from doing this show or that show. So get out and volunteer. You'll have a great time doing it. And we're always looking for great volunteers, so don't be afraid to get out and help.
Today, I helped a parent feed their family by connecting them to a food program.
Today, I helped someone connect with mental health supports.
Today, I helped a couple struggling to pay their bills access financial aid.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.
As we are getting set here for our second period of action, we take a look at our next contest is on next week on Rogers TV as the Nationals see another new face coming in here. We saw Welland a few weeks ago. We have Caledon Bombers coming in their first time. We've seen them in the Western Fair Sports Center in quite some time. And as you saw there as well, Nationals players heading back to the locker rooms right now. We're on a little bit of delay right now. Seems to be a couple issues with the Zamboni out on the ice as we're just waiting to see get an update here on exactly what's going on. But in the meantime, still got a few other things to mention as well, including a cool event that happened last night in the London Knights game.
Yeah, they had their annual teddy bear toss game, and a pretty cool moment last night is the teddy bear toss goal ended up being scored by St. Thomas Stars defenseman Jared Woolley. He got a call at 11 o'clock yesterday morning by London Knights assistant, the coach's staff, and they were able to just say, hey, you're going into the game, and he's able to score it within 5 minutes of the first period, and the Bears came raining down onto Budweiser Gardens ice. 11,924 Bears, a new London Knights record, so a pretty cool moment, especially for Jared Woolley, coming up to the London Knights from the St. Thomas Stars. Not exactly expecting to be in the lineup on a Tuesday night down here in London, but again, what a moment for him for his first career OHL goal, for it to be a teddy bear toss goal nonetheless.
Absolutely. That's going to be one that's quite easy to be remembered for him. Just going to be a great story for him going forward as well. Zamboni back out on the ice as well. So we will continue to have action here. Not too sure what was the cause of it, but we'll be back in action in just a few moments as well. Going back to our contest for tonight as well. 3-1 is your score so far through 20 minutes of play. Sarnia coming out strong in this contest with a 2-1 lead. London bringing it back within one. But that power play of the Legionnaires has been absolutely smothering for the Nationals. One thing I want to point out as well that we're seeing a lot of is, we mentioned at the top of the show, Nationals are going 11-6 as well. We saw that Lucas Chard out of the lineup earlier today with illness, so that was unfortunately I came out of nowhere, copying to the Nationals, so having to adjust with that on the fly. Losing your number one centerman is really tough to do, and we're seeing though a lot of pickup here. This has been a game Talon Palmer has been playing tonight. He's looked fantastic so far.
Yeah, Palmer has certainly found his speed in here tonight. He's had a few rushes where he's been able to have really good edge work and cut to the middle of the ice, and for a guy like Palmer, at the start of the season he was on quite the offensive tear, and he's been continuing that point streak, as well as Milne. He's been on quite a tear as well. So for this Nationals group, if they continue to use the speed that like we've seen them shown here early in the regular season, they put the puck in the back of the net quite a lot when they use their speed. So if they can continue to move the puck up the ice quickly, use their feet, get into good shooting areas, the results are going to come.
Nationals have the talent. Let's see if they can put it to good work on the ice here. And we'll be right back with our second period of action here on Archon Agri. It's Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV.
I was born and raised in Musqueam First Nation territory by my mother, who spoke Hunkaminam to me. As a child, I ceased using my mother tongue, as to use any language other than English was considered not being Canadian, so I was told. The old people came to me in a dream and reminded me of who I am and where I come from. I have reawakened. My roots are strong, and I'm no longer a silent speaker. My language tells me where I'm from. It defines me and guides me to teach others to learn and understand our culture and traditions. A gift for those in the present and the unborn generations. What was lost is found. What was asleep has awakened. My blood is here, and I am complete. I have returned home.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely.
Do the right thing.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Game Day in London takes readers behind the scenes and beyond the box scores. Offer news, analysis, long form, and interviews, all produced by local journalists. Catch the coverage at GameDayLondon.com. As we get set here for a second period of action, the Legionnaires already back out on the ice, just waiting for the Nationals to join them as well. Should be a very interesting second period here. A Nationals team really wanting to try to turn their luck around here in the second. Expect to hopefully Mike McElveen had some few choice words in that locker room to try to get this team to bounce back here in the second.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the message was sent in the room that they got to have a much better start and try to not take those undisciplined penalties like we saw them take in period number one, as we already have seen twice already that Sarnia power play with that quick puck movement is able to put it in the back of the net. And we'll see how the Nationals respond here as we're about to get set with period number two. And again, Nationals currently in a tie for second place in the Western Conference with the St. Mary's Lincolns, with London having one game in hand, them having 23 games played, and St. Mary's with 24. 2 key points on the line. Sarnia wants to try to take that away from London and continue to try to move up the Western Conference.
Face-off gets won by the Nationals, picked up now by Fishers. He'll move it over. Now the ball, or Downey up into the offensive zone. Quick shot right on net, finds its way on target, and Jack Barton will just hang on and get the first whistle of the period.
Yeah, good shot on net there by Palmer. As again, you want to try to generate that low shot and try to have Martin kick it towards the far side and try to create that type of tap-in goal for the Nationals.
Another face-off won by the Nationals. They try to get a shot, goes through traffic. And the Nationals keep it in by Chipman. He'll throw it around behind the net. Picked up by Palmer. He's got LePayne right out front. Tries to get it right onto his stick. Chipman spins and shoots. Comes up to the blue line. Kept in again by Fisher. Monks, he'll bank it off the wall. Almost picked up by Graham. Downey quickly moves through. Frog it out of the net as the Legionnaires have to quickly try to hustle back and regroup.
Offside, offside!
As the Nationals will hit the puck again. Out in the middle of nowhere was Carter Frog on that last play. As here across the blue line come the Nationals again. Shipman gets a puck poked off his stick. It's picked up by Froggatt, ends up going right over to the Legionnaires. Tadino, he walks in, he takes a shot, picks up high, and just goes over. Here come the Nationals again. LePayne over to Chipman. Chipman loses in his feet, tips it up, tries to get it back to the blue line. Does clear the zone and picked up by Pace Ross back at his own end. Up to Fagan. Over to Pace Ross. Back to Hirsch. Here come the Nationals. They'll try to cross the blue line and will. Sent down into the corner. Hirsch will be the first one on it. Sends it back behind the net. Milne banks it off to himself. Back over to Hirsch. Up to Fagan. He takes a shot. Finds its way through traffic. Hits up high above the net. Pace Roth again. Battle for the puck now in front. Battle for the positioning in front of the net. Nationals have 2 men out front. Tip play down low. Wood just puts it to the side of the net. Fagan takes another shot. That goes off the body. Harper, great position to get that puck back out. Pace Roth sticks with it. Gets the puck back over to Wood. Wood into the offensive zone, onto the stick of Hirsch. Hirsch chucks it up high. Waits behind the net, tries to put it back out front to Milne. Down low comes the puck. Milne will collect it behind the net. He gets pushed off, and Wood's right there to help. Here comes McGrail. He's got room to move. Walks in, takes a shot, goes off the leg of Rulin. Follows it up with a shot on net. Puck gets picked up now, put over behind the net to LeBlanc. Back up from Rulin, up to Hirsch. Hirsch's tip play can't go any distance. Brown will get the steal. He'll send it cross ice to Blum. Into the offensive zone again. Legionnaires pick it up, drive it behind the net. Rulin keeps him to the outside. Back out front, loose puck right in front. Big shot right in the slot. Another huge save by Froggatt.
Yeah, big save there by Froggatt as once again, here's a turnover as Fagan tries to get a backhand pass, not hard enough. And here's a 2-on-1 and Tadino rips that puck hard and goes well wide, and then Hurst tries to get a shot off and doesn't get all of that one as another glove save made there by the netminder there in Martin, and then Froggatt at the very end there able to come out again aggressive in his crease and makes a big save.
Puck brought out across the blue line. Walks in, Rogers, he takes a shot, patted away. Kicked up again by Aerosmith. He'll rule it over to Rulin. Rulin down to Aerosmith. LeBlanc, he can't get a stick on it. Puck gets poked ahead. Picked up now by Langshaft, right along the boards. He gets pinned along the boards. Nationals drive it back down in the corner again. Puck thrown hard around the boards. Tarian, he'll pick it up. Tries to move it out. Rogers keeps the puck in. Sends it back down in the corner. Will be collected and picked up by Durham. Back up to Tarian. He'll move it up to the middle of the ice. Durham will bring it up into the offensive zone. He's got Langshaft with him. Drops it intended for him. Ends up going right on the stick of Rogers. Rogers tries to clear the zone. Collected right at the blue line. Another shot from distance. That goes over the net. Nationals will try to clear it. This ends up going right up to Langshaft at his own at the red line. Now to Tarian. Tarian banks it off the boards. Ends up staying outside. Now it's picked up again. Here comes Anderson. He'll take the shot on net. Patted away by Froggatt. Picked up again by Sarnia. Now it gets stolen. Here come the Nationals. Got some speed. McNamara. He's got Chipman coming with him. McNamara walks in, takes a shot, just puts it wide. Puck finds its way all the way back down to the National zone. Fisher, he puts it around. Doesn't put much on it. Downey puts it right back to Fisher. Up to Chipman, who deflects it into the neutral ice. Picked up by McNamara, who stays with the puck. McNamara, one hand, tries to get it out front. He gets taken down on the play. Power play coming here to the Nationals. Fisher, tip play out front, loose puck down low and gobbled up by Martin. And the Nationals, we head into the power play for the second time tonight.
Well, speed kills, and that's exactly what McNamara does. He drives wide on this play, and then he does the right thing. Tries to cut towards the middle of the net. When you cut middle, that defenseman has to put an arm on you, and then down goes McNamara as Tadino ends up putting the stick right into the skates of McNamara, and he'll go off for the trip. And so London has a power play opportunity here, and we'll see if they can try to capitalize, as they already have scored one power play goal. And again, see if they can get another marker here.
Face-off won by the Nationals. Keep it in by Downey. Over to Palmer. Palmer takes a shot, finds his way through traffic. Wood sticks with it, gets it right back to Palmer on the near side. Palmer comes in again, cross ice, goes right past the stick of Rogers, as he had a beautiful chance developing. Downey up to Palmer. He'll move into the offensive zone, drops it for Milne. Back onto the stick of Rogers. Rogers up to Downey. Downey's going to walk in. One-time attempt, and Palmer fans on it and puts it just flutter puck into the corner. Rogers takes a shot from distance. Loose puck down low. Finds it. Big save by Martin. Downey again. Holds on. Tip playing in front. Milne can't quite get a piece of it. And Tarian will collect it for the Legionnaires and send it back up ice. Legionnaires get a half change. Palmer brings it across the blue line. Palmer down low. Holds it below the red line. Gets it up to Downey. Downey over to Palmer. Palmer back up to Downey. Downey slap shot goes right on net. That gets deflected. Puck gets sent down the length of the ice. Nationals get their second unit back on the ice now. Aerosmith and Froggatt join the rush. 30 seconds left. Fagan brings it out across the blue line. Fagan to Fisher. Aerosmith, one-time attempt. That gets tipped aside by Martin. Back up to the blue line. Fisher can't hold the line. Nationals have to reset again. Fagan tries to just drive his way through two defenders. Bouncing puck finally gets thrown in the offensive zone. Power play expiring. And the Legionnaires are going to kill off another one. Nationals 0 for 2 on the night. Puck sent around. Picked up now by Hirsch. Hirsch got room to work. Brings it in. Takes a shot. Goes off a leg of Brooks. Fantastic block by Brooks in front of the net. Fisher holds it. Waits. Puts it on net. Scores! Finds its way through traffic and hits a body out front. And the Nationals cut the lead to 1.
Well, Fisher's able to find the back of the net on a bit of a screened play, as that is his first goal on the campaign, as he keeps it alive at the blue line. He waits, gets the forward to fall down on his knees, and goes off the pad into the back of the net. And I'm not quite sure whether or not Aerosmith got a piece, as into the back of the net. Regardless, it is going to go to Fisher, as he was the first one down the line, his first of the season, and now it's a 1-goal game.
Nationals get the puck back in the neutral ice. Tipped off the stick of LePain, comes back up to the neutral ice. Rulin bounces off his stick, sticks with it though. And the puck's just going to listfully fly all the way up to Fargan. LeBlanc bounces off his stick. Finds it again. Back in across the blue line. Fisher here for LePain. He brings it down low. He gets taken down hard to the ice. And it'll be gobbled up again by Martin.
Well, before that goal there by Fisher, Martin made what I think is one of the best saves we've seen here at the Western Fair, as he did not see the puck and he made an excellent glove save.
Another shot by Hirsch, gets tipped by Milne. Play comes right up front again, tipped in front of the net. No one there to get a piece of it. Goal is going to go credited to Aerosmith. As we picked up behind the net. Wood just gets pinned along the boards. Anderson, he'll try to move it back up the boards. Ruland hits a piece of it. He puts it on net. Finds its way through traffic. Another tip in front of the net. Nationals looking like a completely different team here in the second. Hirsch throws it behind the net. Tries to get it onto the stick of Wood. Wood gets toppled down to the ice. Takes one of the Legionnaires down with him. Played out front again. Another save by Martin. Puck comes up to the blue line. Rulin, nice pinch, keeps it in. Puck sent back behind the net. Comes up, picked off by Hirsch. Hirsch going to keep it down low. Tries to spin it around. He has Wood sitting right up front in the slot. Puck ends up going back into the corner. Hirsch, he takes a hit. Rulin keeps with it, takes a shot, finds its way on target, and Martin will hang on and take the save.
Well, we are going to get a look at that epic Martin save from before London found the back of the net. Rogers with the one-timer, and watch this. It goes onto Milne's stick, and he just gets the last bit of stitching on his glove on that. Otherwise, Milne gets himself a goal. So Jack Martin once again coming up big, as now, as you can see, as another shot is stopped by Martin. The shots are now going to be equal at 21 apiece. As you're right, this Nationals team has come alive here in this second period as they have found their legs.
Face-off now to the left side of Martin. Nice face-off win by Chipman. Gets up to Pace Roth. He moves it down low. Stolen right back up. Picked up by Pace Roth. He knocks it out of midair. And we're going to see a hand pass coming on that play.
Yeah, Pace Roth jumped up in the air to try to grab that puck. And then as he came down, not able to get his stick on it, so the hand pass is called. And so a face-off will just happen on the opposite side of the neutral zone.
Puck comes up, tipped into the National zone. Fagan will pick it up down in the corner. Move back up the wall, ends up hitting the ref. Fagan collects it again, trying to move back up the wall, and does this time. Picked up now by Rogers. Rogers tries to move it up to Chipman, stolen off his stick by Durham. Back into the middle of the ice. Landstaff, he gets it stolen off his stick. Up to Rogers. Rogers, he's going to move it in. Penalty coming again to the Legionnaires. Walking in, Palmer backhand, puts it just wide. Legionnaires still don't touch up. Nationals collected again. The other 6-man out, but the puck ends up going into the Nationals bench. So we get the whistle regardless.
And Durham not quite happy with it, as again, it happens there right to PJ Fagan. And he felt that that was maybe not exactly his best work, but it is a penalty nonetheless, as Fagan goes down from behind. So another power play here for the Nationals. They did a good job last time early on in the power play of moving that puck around and getting it towards Martin. They need to continue to do what Sarnia did in period number 1, which was have that quick puck moving and get shots to the net.
Picked up now by Downey. He's going to move it back down low, back up to Downey, the blue line. Over to Rogers. Rogers played right out front. Tip play in front of the net. Palmer follows up. Backhand play goes loose in front of the net. Milne with the shot. Right on net, and Martin holds on this time. Makes a save. Mad scramble in front of the net as you have Legionnaires and Nationals all over the place.
Well, a bit of a knuckle puck as Ali Rogers just kind of almost semi-fans on it, but it does get to the net. And then Palmer tries to throw it in front, and then Milne had a shot as well.
Picked up on the face-off win again. Sent down to Palmer. Palmer hangs on to it, puts it back up. Palmer again trying to find that play down low. Wood up down low to Palmer again. Palmer walks in, he takes a shot, loose puck, rebound chance, just bounces over the stick of Rogers. Collected by Downey. He sends it over to Rogers. Rogers tries to move it up, ends up getting tipped off his stick by Moffett, but keeps with the puck. Downey brings it up across the blue line. Milne now into the offensive zone. Puts it back up to Palmer. Palmer carries it in, cross-ice pass, walks in, takes a shot, scores! Atlee Rogers ties the game at 3.
Well, I talked about the quick puck movement, and that's exactly what the Nationals do on this play. As Michael Downey enters the zone here, and he just dishes this one off to Milne. Milne gives it over to Palmer. Palmer, nice little inside-out move. He waits, he finds Rogers. Rogers, cross-ice pass, shoots it into the back of the net. And the interesting thing to note there was the penalty on the play was actually a 4-minute slew foot. So the Nationals are going to continue on the power play for another full 2 minutes or less and see if they can get themselves their first lead here of the night.
Just whatever was said in that dressing room there by Mike McElveen is turn this team around. This is more like the Nationals we're expecting to see here on home ice, as they have been a completely different team, utterly dominating the Legionnaires here in the second period. As the puck gets set back behind the net, picked up now by Aerosmith. Up to the blue line. Back over to Fagan. Fagan walks in, he takes a shot, loose puck down low, trying to get a piece of it is Chipman. Picked up now again, Fisher. Off to Chipman. Over to Aerosmith. Aerosmith again, he'll hold on to it. Cross-ice pass over to Fagan. Fagan puts it on net, rebound chance down low, but can't get a stick on it as Martin holds on.
And yet again, the puck movement. Great job of moving this puck over to Fagan. And Fagan does the right thing. He puts a hard shot right into the midsection of Martin. As once again, Fisher over to Fagan. Here's the first one as Fagan gets that puck towards the net, and Chipman not able to cash in on that. But once again, this Nationals power play has come alive here in this second period.
Downey over to Palmer. Milne trying to establish his position in front of the net. Quick passing over to Palmer again. Palmer's got a man standing right in front of the net. Can't quite get the pass to him. Cross pass, nice pass again. Big slap shot. Goes off a body as Blum with the selfless play. As the puck comes all the way back down to the National zone. 39 seconds left in the power play. Palmer brings it across center. Rims it around the boards. Collected down low by Atlee Rogers. Nationals try to move it in front of the net. Ends up getting pushed back into the corner again. Staying with it is Downey. Gets it back up to Rogers. Rogers, cross ice to Palmer. Back into Downey in the right in the top. Takes the shot, that gets blocked. Kept with it though, is Palmer. Palmer down low, back out front, loose puck down low, trying to get a piece of it. The Nationals swinging away, but can't get through. Penalty expires, back to 5-on-5. Nationals still have the puck down low. Palmer puts it on net. Has to flex the stick after the shot as he doesn't get all of it. As it comes up, catches one of the Nationals players on the bench. And we will have a whistle as the Legionnaires trying to find themselves back on their feet here in this contest as they've been pushed all the way to their back foot. And the Nationals scored 2 unanswered here to tie the game. Face-off won again by the Nationals. Another shot on net, goes right on net. Loose puck, rebound chance. Driving away in at the short side is LePayne. Another shot from distance, finds his way down low as the Nationals is banging, crashing below the red line, or below the hash marks, trying to get it out front. McNamara, he gets a piece of it. Sends it back up to Kopchuk. He winds up and fires. Finds it down low, LeBlanc again. McNamara gets down there to help out. Drives the puck down around the corner. LePayne, he tries to throw over his body. Legionnaires finally go out all the way down. Breakaway chance, walks in, scores! Austin Harper catches the Nationals sleeping and retakes the lead.
Well, Harper gets lost behind the Nationals defense, and he's able to bury that one as, again, the Nationals were all over here, and then just a feed from behind his own net, and Harper's all alone, and Froggatt just gets beaten. Their top glove, Connor Bedard-esque, as we've seen that plenty from Bedard when he's all alone. He likes to beat that goaltender, low glove, and that's exactly what Harper does. He waited for it, and he found the back of the net for his second.
Walking in, trying to get a piece of it is Chipman. He tries to put it on net. Ace Roth gets it right in the neutral ice. He's going to dump it back in the offensive zone. Picked up down low by Anderson. Anderson, lead pass. Here comes Harper again. Nationals get the steal, and they're going to try to send themselves back the other way, trying to get that lead pass up to Chipman. And whistle blows.
As again, we're going to take a look at the goal.
What it was for.
Puck went up and out of play, potentially.
It looks like it did as the linesman came back over to the timekeeper's box to get the play.
And then there's that pass, a long stretch feed there made by Anderson, and then again Harper in all alone, caught napping the Nationals defense. And again, just that low shot. We've seen it a lot from these more highly skilled forwards. Just get that up and over the glove low, and it's in the back of the net.
Great job by the linesman as well to be right on line to make sure that play stayed on side, because those long stretch passes have easy chance of going offside. And the Nationals are going to clear it down. We'll go for an icing. So we'll bring it all the way back down into the Nationals zone.
And just good awareness on that play by Harper, recognizing that if he can get in behind, and knowing Anderson, they've probably had that type of play set up before. If they can get that one in the back of the net, it's going to be easy money, and they're able to get that one in the back of the net and restore their lead, now 4-3.
A shot from distance finds its way just behind the Nationals cage. Try to clear it out. Therrien picks it off out of midair. He holds onto it. Gets that pass over to Tadino, but he gets hit off the puck. Comes back up to the blue line, bounces out. Rogers tries to stay with it, but it bounces back in to the National zone. Lost into the feet, Fisher. He moves it out. Sends it down the length of the ice. McGrail will pick it up. And a little too far ahead of Langshaft, and that will go for an icing and bring him back down into the Legionnaires zone.
Yeah, both teams now trying to play the stretch game as they're trying to send that one forward high near the blue line. It worked for Sarnia to get their lead back, and now London's trying to do the carbon copy and try to match what Sarnia is doing.
Bouncing puck comes all the way back down the length of the ice. It's not going to go for icing as it just tips off Kopchuk's stick. As he's going to try to send the Nationals back out. Wood up to Chipman. Chipman across the blue line. Walks in, takes a shot at the sharp angle, catches him down low. Big hit thrown behind the net, just misses its target as Riley Wood put his whole body into that attempted hit.
Yeah, again, just a shot generated from the point as Sarnia just again tries to rim it around, and there's the big thrown hit as I believe Chipman kind of got in the way a little bit on that play as once again Riley Wood was trying to lower the boom, and on the way by Chipman gets tripped up by his captain.
Shot from distance by the Nationals, goes wide, but stays on their sticks. Chipman backhand pass, tries to put it out front, but good defensive awareness by Richardson keeps it out. Back into the blue line, shot again, that gets tipped. Nationals collected down in the near corner. Wood stays with it, stolen off his stick. Padino can't get a piece of it as the Nationals throw it right back in. Blum corrals the puck, sends it over to Brown. Brown's lead pass goes off awkwardly off the stick, and we're going to see a penalty coming right at the center ice area. And it will be to the Legionnaires once again, as Austin Harper a little too overzealous in that play and takes down Chipman when he didn't even touch the puck yet.
Yeah, you can see there he had just received the puck, and then again Harper just brings the axe out and chops down Chipman. And so another power play here for the Nationals as the Legionnaires here in this second period. They themselves have taken a few undisciplined penalties here.
Nationals 1 for 3 on the night so far with the power play. Scoring on that last double minor. True 2-minute call here for tripping. As here comes the Nationals. Chipman brings it in. Great hustle all by himself. Puts it in on net, a sharp angle, and held onto by Martin, who makes his 29th save of the night.
Yeah, good little rush there by Chipman. Just an in-and-out move. He was looking for a pass option late. None taken.
Face off one again by the Nationals. Chipman moves it out front. Blocked down by Monks. Picked up now by Aerosmith on the far side. Aerosmith down to Hirsch. Back to Aerosmith. Up to the blue line. Cross ice pass, walks in, takes a shot, blocked down low. Rebound chance by Hirsch. Goes off the side of the net. Hirsch gets it back to Aerosmith. Hard pass down low, takes a shot up high, catches Martin up in the mask. And so we picked up by Aerosmith on the far side. Aerosmith waits, now takes a shot, that hits off Martin. Still stays in, Nationals maintain possession. Fisher, hard work, gets it stolen off his stick by Monks. Fisher cycling back, he's got room to move. Quickly brings it in across the blue line. Circles back, looks that pass, gets it to Fagan. Fagan couldn't hold the line. He has Richardson right on top of him. Fagan just going to get pushed right off the puck. Monks with the steal, tries to throw it over to Anderson, can't quite connect. Puck is picked up by Brooks. They move it back up the other side into the offensive zone now by Anderson. Anderson throws it right back down to his own zone. Milne's the first man on it. The Legionnaires pin the puck along the boards. Now dump it down the length of the ice. Froggatt comes out to play, and he'll leave it for Downey. Penalty expires here. Back to 5-on-5 as Harper rejoins the play. Lead play by Palmer, tries to get it up to Milne. Quickly turned back the other way. Harper's got Richardson with him. 2-on-1, waits, holds it, puts it out front. Nobody there. As another big opportunity by the Legionnaires, all for naught. As here comes Milne. Milne tries to tip play down low, tries to hit a streaking pace Roth. And the puck's going to get sent all the way back down the length of the ice. Not enough for icing. Downey will collect it behind their own net. Downey moves it up, brings it in the offensive zone. He tries to cut to the middle of the ice. That gets stopped up. Turned around the other way. Here come the Legionnaires. Get up to the red line. Stolen again by Pace Roth. Now onto the stick of Downey. Downey ends up putting it off one of his own teammates' legs. and clears it out. Ram tries to get a piece of it, moves it out. Stolen again, here comes LePayne. LePayne for a sharp angle, takes a shot. Goes off a body right in front. Another play in front. LePayne gets a tip on it and just deflects wide as time expires. As the Nationals offense comes alive here in the second, put 2 on the board, but the Legionnaires score 1 late and take the lead back. We are heading into the second intermission. Legionnaires lead 4-3. You're watching Nationals hockey here on Archon Aggregates, Nationals hockey on Rogers TV.
Heartbeat of Mother Earth, I feel you and embrace your warmth. I see you dancing through the trees. Your song floats on the summer breeze. Community, we come together. We are the voice of our ancestors. Thankful for how much you bless us. Feel the thunder in the drum. All our voices sing as one. Feel the power, feel the pride. Feel the drumbeat deep inside. Feel the boom, feel the bass. Let's let go of time and space. It'll make you dance, it'll make you sing. Ode Wegun, Wedok Wishin. The drum will lead you, take you far. Always remember who you are.
It isn't the heavy trays that make the job difficult, or the fast pace you need to keep up. It's not working another double because someone called in sick. What makes the job tough is the moment you realize a customer has had enough and you have to make that decision not to overserve. Refusing service isn't personal, it's the law. We know it's not easy, but we're counting on you to keep us all safe. Thank you, servers, for doing the tough job.
I'd like to welcome in assistant captain of the London Nationals, Logan Pace-Roth, into the broadcast tonight. Now, Logan, it's been a tough go recently, you know, on a 3-game losing streak, but an incredible period here. What does that feel like to get that momentum back?
It definitely feels good for the group. You know, we've been struggling as of late, so just to get some momentum is definitely a good feeling.
You are a reliable player on both ends of the ice, having been a defenseman and a forward. Can you tell me what you enjoy more and why?
Definitely gotta say I enjoy defense more. I just played defense pretty much my whole life. You know, it was good to go up on forward a couple games and help contribute to the team however you can, but yeah, definitely defense.
We talk about the London Nationals being a very young team this year. You are an assistant captain. What is it like to be a part of the leadership group?
Well, it's definitely an honor to begin with, and I just like to think I bring experience and a little bit of wisdom to the younger guys and help them ease their way into the league and just be a good guy.
Awesome, thanks so much. Best of luck tonight. You are watching Archon Aggregates London Nationals hockey on Rogers TV. We will be right back after this.
Johnny wanted to go back home. It was 1,000 kilometers away. They forced him to go to the Indian residential school. More than 150,000 of us children had to go. They wanted to change us.
Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name.
Hallowed be your name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done. Kill the Indian and the child. It's been called cultural genocide. I survived residential school. My brother Johnny did not.
Chani Wenjack was one of thousands of children who died due to Canada's residential school system. More than 80,000 survivors and their families still live with its legacy today.
Did you know all camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, 4-3 after 40 minutes of play here as the Sarnia Legionnaires still hold on to a lead, but the Nationals looked like a much different team in that second period.
Yeah, night and day difference. They were able to find their legs there in period number 2. They got a bit of luck on the power play, being able to move the puck around quickly and find the back of the net, and that's the reason why they have made it a 1-goal game as the Sarnia Legionnaires have that 4-3 lead.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic performance here by the Nationals in that second period of action. Really coming alive here and pushing the game where they could to get the game going on their side.
Yeah, and that all started again, the Nationals getting on the board. Good little move by Fisher, and he ends up finding it. And it looks like it just was tipped in front by Blake Aerosmith, and he's able to record that one. And then again, Palmer, nice little in and out move over to Atlee Rogers, and he's able to find the back of the net, get his offensive game going, and then that long stretch pass, Anderson all the way down to Austin Harper and gets his second on the night. Harper's had a good game for the Legionnaires, and that goal made it 4-3 as again, Harper getting to his second, his 13th on the season, Rogers getting his third, Aerosmith his 6th, and the shots, London all over Sarnia in that second period, 23-5, 34-22. Shots on goal now in favor of the Nationals, and they can just try to continue to put pucks towards the net. Good things will happen as they're only down 1, and we know that this offense can easily come back into this game.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic period by those Nationals, and just a tough play for the Nationals defense, letting that third one in with that fourth goal off that big stretch pass, just splitting the D. One other thing we see a lot of in the second period as well, the physicality took another step in that second period, really took it up a notch, and both teams were just hammering each other every chance they got.
Yeah, you can see as soon as they get the puck, as there's the first big hit of the game as Aerosmith gets taken out on the play, and then Quinn McNamara as well. We know he can certainly throw his weight around. And then Riley Wood throwing his weight around here tonight too. Talk about the leadership group of this Nationals. If Riley Wood's throwing the weight around, you know that his team is going to follow right behind him. And this Nationals group, when they play that physical game, they tend to get their offensive game going as well. So more physicality, the more offensive chances for both teams.
A lot different look from we've seen from the Nationals of past years, where they just typically stayed away from the physicality a little bit. They had your one designated big hitter, but now it's going through the entire lineup that's really pushing the physicality, and that's tend to be pretty solid for the team overall. Now on the other side of the puck here, looking for the Sarnia Legionnaires, Austin Harper has been a story tonight as he has been absolutely fantastic, just leading the team everywhere, every chance he gets.
Yeah, he's been able to showcase his shot. He got the first goal of the contest, just squeaking one through Carter Froggatt there on the right-hand side. And then again, Anderson with the stretch feed. And again, this is a more Connor Bedard type goal. You come in on the breakaway, you get that goalie to bite, and you just shoot that puck low glove. If you just get it up and over it just enough, you're able to find the back of the net, and that's exactly what Harper does on that play. Both times beating Froggatt on the glove side, so he's had an excellent game in here tonight.
Picked up 2 goals in Thursday night's contest as well, so 4 goals in his last 2 contests against the Nationals. He has done a fantastic job at finding the mesh against the blue and white. Now, one thing that can be said about finding the back of the net, it has been a little bit of a tricky thing for the Nationals. They did manage to find it twice in this period, but putting 23 shots on net, that's a lot of rubber heading towards the net for the Legionnaires, but the Nationals had a really tough time solving Jack Martin.
Yeah, we saw the last time that the Legionnaires were in here at the Western Fair Sports Center when Jack Martin was in net. He saw quite a lot of rubber, and he's seeing it in here again tonight. One thing I noticed, especially in that second period, is a lot of shots are being generated from their defense or from the point, and a lot of traffic heading towards Jack Martin. He's done an excellent job of fighting through that traffic, making those key big saves when needed, and just stopping the puck whatever necessary. Again, he's the reason that the Sarnia team is currently up by 1, facing those 23 shots there in that second period.
A lot of shots coming his way as the Nationals took over in the second. Now, the other thing to keep an eye on as well, we talked about special teams after the first period, and how that ended up being the Nationals' Achilles heel through that first period. And it turns the other way in the second period here as the Nationals really picked up on that power play, picking up that one power play goal on the night and looking dangerous on the other one they had.
Yeah, and it's a completely different look on this Nationals power play. Again, with no Lucas Chard out with illness, and who's going to fill that void? And so far tonight, it's been Atlee Rogers, and he was able to find the score sheet. They're making good puck movement, finding the stretch pass, and looking in the right lane so far tonight. And again, when they're generating 23 shots like they did in period number 2, they're bound to go in. And so only down by 1 heading into the third period. Expect almost the exact same type of situation here for this Nationals group. Get pucks to the net, good things happen.
40 minutes down, 20 to go. We'll see which team can reign supreme here in the third period of action here on Arcon Aggregates Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV.
I started volunteering for Rogers last year in March, I want to say. So I grew up playing sports. I loved hockey growing up. My dad was a really big hockey player, so he got me into it, and I would always watch hockey games and that sort of thing. But I really want to branch out of my comfort zone, and that's what Rogers has also allowed me to do. I've learned to think on my feet really quick, how to kind of put myself out there in ways that I wouldn't before, and just be fearless in terms of that. I would say just go, show up, do it once. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to go again, but you might just absolutely love it. There's so much diversity and variety within that you can try, and you're almost just bound to find something that you're gonna love.
I'm Nicole Martin, the proud ambassador for the Comfort Bear program. Comfort Bears provide these cuddly bears to local children who are terminally ill, facing trauma, or battling a serious illness. Every $20 donation will place a Comfort Bear into the loving arms of a child involved in our program. It is our hope to distribute 1,000 bears in 2022. Please join us and provide comfort to kids in their time of need.
Here for our third period of action. Taking a look at our next week's contest, the Caledon Bombers are in town taking on the London Nationals. First time we have seen these two teams match up in London in quite some time as we continue some interleague play here in the GOJHL. As both teams getting set here to step onto the ice for the third period. Nationals are ready. Refs are ready. I can see Sarnia down the tunnel as well. They're ready as we touch the ice for third period of action. It is still anybody's contest in this game right now. Nationals fantastic second period. Sarnia fantastic first. We'll have to see which team can bring out that extra edge here in the third.
Yeah, London got their feet going there in period number 2. We'll see how Sarnia responds. That's again 23 shots on net. On Martin there in that second frame, and for the Nationals, they want to continue that momentum, keep generating shots from the point, put traffic in front, and when you have that traffic, the goaltender has that tough time of just trying to track it. So again, both goaltenders need to be ready for that here, as again, with 20 minutes to go in a one-goal game, anybody's game here.
23-5 once again with the shots in the second period. So Froggatt didn't see much action. One ended up finding its way behind him on that great breakaway play. But we'll see if the Nationals can come back again and continue that onslaught as the Legionnaires start off with the puck in the offensive zone. Moffat down low, he takes a shot. Glove saved by Froggatt and flashes the leather once again. He has been throwing the windmills around without any problem tonight.
Well, he's making up for lost time as there's a bit of a fan play by Fisher, and then throw it into the slot, and a good shot by Moffat. And once again, another windmill save there by Carter Froggatt. We haven't seen many windmill Wednesdays in here, but Froggatt's making up for lost time.
At 4 tonight already. As they're ready to cross the blue line, here comes Milne. Milne drops it down low, hits it onto the stick of Aerosmith as he'll bring it back up ice. Sends it down to Milne below the red line. Puts it back out front. Aerosmith right in the slot. Takes the shot and just puts it high and wide. Milne again behind the net. Tries to slap it out front. Gets it on the stick of Wood, who puts it back down low. Moffat collects it for Sarnia. Up to Graham. Graham tries to clear the zone. Wood stays with him. Keeps the puck in the stick of the Nationals. Right around to the far side. Brooks. He'll tip it up. Into the offensive zone. Moffat walks in. Takes the shot. Catches Froggatt up in the chest. Puck stays out. Back in the neutral ice again. Waddick, nice patience. Keeps the puck onside. Waddick tries to get onto the stick of Graham. Driving down low is Tadino, but he can't get it on his stick. Stolen by LeBlanc. LeBlanc, nice little move, gets around his man. He's got room to move. 3-on-2 the other way. Nationals cross-ice pass onto the stick of Hirsch. Ends up bouncing over it, so he can't make any further pass. And puck is brought up by McGrail. He'll bring it across the blue line. He walks in, tries to cut through the middle. He gets taken down to the ice. Reaching play by Rogers. Stolen again by Tadino, now picked up by Harper. Harper up to Richardson. Nationals cleared down the length of the ice. No icing on the play as Waddick will collect it behind his net. Moves it up the boards. Richardson gets it tipped off his stick. Trying to get that lead pass up to Rogers. Rogers can't handle the bouncing puck. Fagan finds it. Sends it back to Pace Roth. Lead pass up to LeBlanc. Crossing the blue line. Comes in, takes a shot, hits McGrail up tight. Puck gets pinned along the boards. 2 Legionnaires, 2 Nationals now battling away with it. Hirsch sends it down below the line. LeBlanc circles around, holds on to it, puts it on net, tip play up front, rebound, chance by McNamara. And it goes high and out of play. Another great chance in tight by the Nationals.
Well, just good board play here by LeBlanc as he's able to get it backhand pass, or actually forehand, shoots this towards the net. Rebound to McNamara. And it goes off the top part of the blocker of Martin and up and out of play.
Play down low, McNamara. He'll get the puck off the face-off win. Kopchuk, he waits, he puts it on through traffic, hits a body out front. Nationals just trying to use their size to their advantage. Keeps the puck on their sticks. Another shot from distance by Kopchuk. Found by Ruland on the far side. He tries to put it out front. Can't hit anybody. Kopchuk again takes another shot. Goes off a body and clears the zone. Puck will be picked up by Therrien as he'll dump it down and into the offensive zone for the Legionnaires. Collected by Ruland. He waits up, drops it for Baldwin. Nolan Baldwin, he's got room to move, brings it up the right wing side into the offensive zone. Carries it behind the net, puts it out front, Chipman just overskates it. As he and LePayne both had chances but couldn't hold on to the puck. Picked out now by Durham. He'll dump it into the offensive zone. Circled back by Downey. Downey drops it for Palmer. Palmer lead pass, that gets picked off by Brooks. Stolen again, here come the Nationals, 3-on-2. Brought in, trying to get the pass, but stolen by Moffat. Ty Moffat gets a good piece of it, and he's going to send down the length of the ice for icing. So the Nationals will get the offensive draw, however, as we continue here in our third period, brought to you by Great White Wealth Management. Shots now 36-24 in favor of the Nationals.
Well, just a smart play there by Ty Moffat, knowing that the Nationals are going to put that one back towards the middle of the ice and just able to pick that puck and then try to go the other way.
Lead pass comes up, Graham, he breaks through, walks in, takes a shot, huge save by Froggatt. Nationals going to quickly try to move the counterattack. Aerosmith up to LePayne. LePayne tries to put it down low to Aerosmith, just misses his stick. Comes back out, play goes off the skate of Palmer. Brooks moves it back into the offensive zone. Graham's going to be the lone Legionnaire on top of it. Tip play goes in the air and into the glove of Carter Froggatt, and he hangs on.
And again, Cameron Graham with 26 points on the year. Comes in alone, tries to go 5-0 on Froggatt. as the 5-hole just had opened up for a split second, but Froggatt denies the chance.
Nationals move it out, they'll clear the zone, dump it in as they cross the red line. Wood will be the first one on it. He's trying to get a little bit of help down low by Hirsch. Wood gets knocked down to the ice. Hirsch comes in to help. Puck gets put up the boards. Picked up by Tadino. He's going to move it out. He's got Harper with him. Tadino waits over to Harper. Pans on the puck. Comes back out in the neutral ice. Here comes Pace Roth. He tries to drive with it. Picked up again by Fagan. Now to Milne. Milne, cross-ice pass beautifully on right onto the tape. Nationals hold possession. Takes a long pass. Finds his person onto the far side and Fagan. Now to Hirsch. Bank pass off the wall, a little too far ahead with the bounce. And Froggatt will move it back up. The Legionnaires had to be quick on the change there as the puck comes right back down. They had 9 skaters on the ice. Rogers tips off his skate and will go all the way down for an icing. So the fresh legs of the Legionnaires get an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, that was a smart play there by Carter Froggatt. He saw that there was a lot of Legionnaires out on the ice, and I think he was sending that up ice to hope that Sarnia would touch that puck to get the too many men call. But just smart play again by the Legionnaires not to touch it.
That was good, good vision out on the ice by Carter Froggatt. Any times you can get to force a power play is a great opportunity. As the Legionnaires try to take the zone. As Terrian gets taken down to the ice, he has his eyes up, looking at the refs, trying to find a call. Legionnaires still offside. Nationals get a chance to take a breath here and get the fresh legs back on the blue line. Kopchuk backhands it down in the offensive zone. Picked up down in the corner as they try to move it back up. Here come the Legionnaires, leading it by Ty Terrian. Backhand pass picked up by Langstaff. He walks in, takes a shot up high, and another nice little in tight glove save by Carter Froggatt.
A bit of a turnover there by Atlee Rogers, and then he loses his man right in the slot. And just goes right into the glove of Froggatt as once again he makes another glove save as again the shot's 36-26 in favor of the Nationals. And with 13 minutes to go, they just need to continue to try to put the pressure on the Legionnaires and get some offensive zone time.
Puck comes up, stolen and brought down low by Monks again. Downey collects it down low. He fights off a hit, gets some help from Baldwin. Baldwin corrals the puck, gets it up to LePayne. Nice little kick pass, gets it across the blue line. LePayne walks in, he takes a shot, hits off a body. LePayne sticks with it, however. Continue trying to find it, caught up high. We're going to see another penalty coming here to the Legionnaires. Fagan back down to LePayne. LePayne puts it back up, kept in by Fisher. Fisher down low. Nationals got a man right out front, trying to swing away at it is Baldwin. Fagan, nice little move, keeps it out, and the Legionnaires are going to touch up finally. So we're going to see the penalty coming here as the Nationals player gets caught up high.
And both referees just having the discussion as what the call is going to be, as they both had their arms up, and it's going to be a 2-minute head contact call on the play.
As Matthew Anderson, you can just see, just goes up way too hard up high and takes down his man.
Yeah, so this
Colton Shipman.
And with it being the head contact penalty, it's going to be a 2 and a 10. So that's why the Legionnaires are having to send an extra player over to the box. And so Anderson will sit for 10 minutes out there, and then the serving player will be the 2.
Tough loss for the Legionnaires as Anderson's been one of their more steady defenders on the back end. Nationals have to take advantage here. 2-minute power play, chance to tie up this game and go into the last 10 minutes of regulation tied. Wood just doesn't put anything on the passes. That's picked up by Terrian, and he'll throw it right back into the National zone. Downey collects it behind his own net. Lead pass up to Rogers. Rogers takes the blue line. Spins around, getting pressured by Richardson, and Richardson will force him back down. Legionnaires penalty killers get the quick change. Nationals couldn't jump on him fast enough. Puck's brought in across the blue line, over to Palmer. Palmer cycles it down low. Out to Downey again, right at the top of the blue line. Over to Palmer. Back up to Downey. Downey waits, trying to find that shot through traffic. Palmer again, back to Downey. Battle right in front of the net. Bouncing puck picked up by Richardson as he'll just float it into the neutral ice. Downey almost topples over on the back, skating backwards on the play. Richardson he'll go off for a change, as will most of the Nationals' power play. Picked up now by Fisher. Fisher's got room to move. He'll bring it across the blue line. Carries it behind the Legionnaires' net. Cycles it back up to Fagan at the blue line. Fagan, nice little move. Tries to open up some space. Gets it back to Fisher. Fisher's shot from distance. Tipped out front. Trying to just force it back in front of the net. 7 seconds remaining. You can hear Froggatt tapping his stick, alerting the rest of his team. As Bowler comes back on the ice here for the Legionnaires. Puck banked off the wall. Bowler, he's going to come right now. That goes high and right onto the Nationals bench.
Yeah, not exactly the power play that the Nationals wanted there, as they spent a lot of time just wasting it inside their own offensive zone. You want to try to keep the momentum inside of the offensive zone, but they're just unable to get that offensive zone time that they could have.
Puck comes over, picked up by Waddick off the face-off win. He sends it back to Brooks. Waddick again. Going back and forth with Brooks as they send that puck in. Froggatt comes out to stop it. Kopchuk, he spins, throws it back around the boards. Harper applying all kinds of pressure onto the stick of LeBlanc. Gets the puck out across the blue line. Walks in, takes a shot, that gets blocked. Stolen again, Nationals get the puck right back, running across the blue line. McNamara just tries to put it right through the legs. Trying to stay with it now is LePayne as that bounces up out of his reach. Puck gets floated right in the middle of the ice. Stolen again, here comes LeBlanc. LeBlanc's pass, that gets tipped. Walking in is McNamara, he doesn't have a shot. Holds onto the puck and tries to throw across ice, that goes off a leg. Picked up now by Kopchuk. Kopchuk throws it up to LePayne. LePayne walks in, he puts a shot right on net, and it goes right into the pad of Martin, and he'll hang on.
Well, a bit of an awkward save there by Martin as that ended up catching him just on the underneath portion of his pad. If he's any deeper, that almost could have been in the back of the net. It's just a smart play there just to put it onto the net. Traditionally, you just see that bounce right off the pad, but that one got just a little bit underneath. And that could have very easily, if he was deeper and over the goal line, that could have potentially been a goal.
Puck just pressured out by Moffat and quickly sent right back in the Legionnaires' end. Blum, he'll send it over. Legionnaires clear the zone, staying with it, however, and sent down into the National zone. Froggatt comes out to play it. He has to move it quickly as he gets pressured by Graham. Now to Baldwin. Baldwin across the blue line. He walks in, takes a shot. That one just goes wide. Picked up on the far side again. Another shot from distance. Traffic down low. Can't quite get it in front of the net. Puck we picked up by Monks. He moves it out. Fights off a hit. He's got Graham with him. Monks walks in. Fans on the puck. Bouncing puck, and it goes in! Huge play down low as Jimmy Monks puts the Legionnaires back up 2.
Oh, and this play all starts with the missed hit by Ruland as he again tries to go for the hit, and Monks does a good job of avoiding it and then does the right thing on the 2-on-1. Waits all day long and ends up going off the skate there of Fisher and then just continues to trickle into the back of the net. And now it's a 2-goal lead now for the Legionnaires.
Puck comes down in the National zone. Played behind the net. Picked up now by Brooks as he'll move it back out. Nationals got a lot of work to do here in the last 8 minutes of play. Wood deflects it down into the offensive zone. Brooks sends it back around the boards. Picked up on the far side by Tarian. Back behind the net to Brooks. Sarnia's captain is a stalwart behind the net. Moves the puck out. Over to Tarian in the corner. He gets pinned along the boards, trying to get some support as the Nationals get the steal. Hard-working play by Milne as he'll bring it up and just offside, as it looked like Wood couldn't hold the line on the far side.
Man, we'll take another look here at the Jimmy Monk's goal, as again he's looking past late, off the skate, through the 5-hole, and indeed just trickles through ever so slowly through the 5-hole of Carter Froggatt. And for Jimmy Monks, again for him, that's just a goal that he'll take any day of the week.
Always thankful for those kinds of shots from the Jerry cam down at the end. As the puck comes up, picked up now by Harpers. He'll move it into the offensive zone. Right along the boards, LePayne just losing it right in the feet of the ref. He'll find it back out, tips it into the neutral ice. That puck hits Richardson up high. Down again to Dino. He'll get a piece of it. Sends it hard around the board. Found on the far side by McGrail. Set on net and gloved down again easily by Carter Froggatt. Shots now 37-28 in favor of the Nationals, but the Legionnaires hold on to a 5-3 lead. Thanks to that latest goal by Jimmy Monks.
Yeah, and then looking out of town, LaSalle Vipers, they were able to win their contest tonight 5-2. And if London's not able to get the 2 points in here tonight, LaSalle's lead in first place will increase up to 6 points.
LaSalle doing just keeping with the pace of everything, just picking up the wins where they can. And tough when you're on a losing skid right now, but the Nationals hoping to snap it here as the puck comes right back up to the center ice area, banking off a body, and LeBlanc can't find it. Picked up now by Blum. Blum, lead pass up to Graham, goes off a stick. Stolen again by the Nationals. Hirsch, he falls, just topples over a bit. As Blum moves it back behind the net to Brooks. Lead pass up for Graham, cross the blue line. Froggatt attempts to go out for it. Rulin will move it around a bit. Hirsch, he can't handle it and will go up, and we'll see another penalty coming here. Charging is the call, and it'll be the Legionnaires once again.
Yeah, again, just happens down low behind the net. Froggatt fakes to play it, and then it's Ty Moffat going in, just taking a couple extra strides too many, as Rulin has this puck and comes in. Does not see Moffat coming. And down by 2, the Nationals need to just put shots on the net at this point.
Face-off won by the Nationals. They keep possession in the offensive zone. Trying to get that power play set up. Puck moves right into the front of the net. Downey, cross ice, walking in. Palmer takes a shot, goes right into the chest of Jack Martin, and he'll hang on.
And another good save by Martin, just positionally sound, keeping the pads in front of the body. And when you do that, the puck's not going to really go that far, and it's going to keep pretty square to you. And again, with the Legionnaires up by 2, they just need to continue to just keep pucks to the outside.
Trying to keep with it. Some hard pressure coming on the play there by Ty Tarian. Laid down low, Palmer takes his man into the boards, gets a little help from Wood. Nationals maintain possession down low. Wood back up to the blue line. Downey, he takes a shot from distance, loose puck, but is found and held on to. Whistles blowing as another scrum happens right in front of the Legionnaires' net.
And you can see Milne down low as, again, just watch right in front as Milne and Brooks get into it. right out in front, and Brooks just giving him a few pushes in front and letting him know to not be inside the goaltender's crease, as it's the defenseman's job to help protect the goaltender in that situation, as Chipman goes in to take the draw for Hirsch.
Face-off won by the Legionnaires, but the Nationals jump on it quickly and get the puck right back. Fisher takes a shot from distance, kicked aside by Martin. Fagan finds it in the corner. Back up to Fisher. Fagan again, tries to get a shot off. That gets tipped and goes out of play once again. Minute gone on the power play.
Again, you start to wonder at what point are you going to see Carter Froggatt potentially leave his crease with them being up down by 2.
Bouncing puck comes right back up to the blue line, goes over, walking in, trying to drive down low into the front of the net, but that gets stopped up. Whistle blows, and we're going to see a hooking call coming as the Legionnaires back to the box once again. Nationals are going to get a 49-second 5-on-3 as McGrail heads to the box.
Yeah, big opportunity here with 5 minutes to go, as now there's 3 Legionnaires now in the box. And I believe the Nationals have called their timeout, as indeed it is the case, as now Mike McElveen will go up to the drawing board to try to draw up an offensive scheme. And then on the other side, Brian Irwin, the head coach of the Sarnia Legionnaires, will set up a defensive scheme, knowing that there's 49 seconds of them being on the penalty kill.
Nationals really needed to try to get those pucks back in front of the net, do what they were doing in the second period, of just trying to force the issue in front. And you got to get the bodies in front of the net. Try to block anything that Martin can see coming his way. It's your best way to try to get something past him.
Yeah, in period number 2, you had a lot of bodies towards the front there of Jack Martin, and that's exactly what this Nationals group needs to do. Is you've got Nolan Milne out there. He has not got on the score sheet in tonight's contest. If he can just park himself out in front, provide that screen, you've got the good shooters out there with Aerosmith out there as well.
Fagan walks in, he takes a shot, bouncing puck again. Nationals get possession right back. Over to Downey, back to Fagan. Sends it down low, great passing by the Nationals, but no, not finding those shooting lanes yet. Played down low, quick pass in front, Milne can't get a shot off, Fagan does. Loose puck, still fighting away at it, still loose. Puck comes out, finds its way onto the stick of one of the Legionnaires, and they do clear. Froggatt, lead pass up to Aerosmith. Aerosmith gets it down low, tries to put it on the stick of Palmer, as Palmer crashes right into the net on Martin, and he's going to draw a crowd.
Yeah, the Legionnaires know that Milne wasn't meaning to crash Martin on that play, as Aerosmith was trying to get Palmer on that play, and then you can just see right there as Waddick bumps Palmer, and Waddick immediately recognizes that he knows that he had pushed Milne into Martin, and Martin recognized that it was a push in as well, so no harm, no foul there, even though they did have to draw a crowd just for the purposes of the goaltender getting crashed into.
13 seconds left on the 5-on-3, over to Aerosmith now. Can't find the great shooting lane. Fagan takes a shot, that gets saved again. 3 seconds left, try to get one more shot off quickly here. Waits, can't get it off, still on the power play, however. Aerosmith rips it up high. Fagan holds on. Sends it down low. Fagan back from Palmer. Over to Aerosmith. He gets his shot, gets tipped. Aerosmith again, tries to drive it down low. Backhand pass just goes wide about the shot from Hirsch. Fagan keeps it in. Now gets picked off. Great determination by Richardson. Bouncing puck stopped by Moffat. Moffat takes his man down, and Palmer's going to head to the box for that one. Cross-checking is the call. And the Nationals will head to the box for 2 minutes or less here. A little bit of 4-on-4 for 34 seconds.
Yeah, it is a turnover there by Palmer, and then just takes out Moffat on the play. And so cross-checking is the call. That will negate the power play for the Nationals. And so now there will be 4-on-4 for 34 seconds. And then the Legionnaires will go on the power play. Not exactly the penalty that the Nationals wanted to take there this late in the hockey game, down by 2.
Puck gets picked up, moved around the boards. Legionnaires get it right back. Cross-ice pass over to Blum. Locking in, Froggatt loses his stick on the play. Trying to get Fisher to give him his. As Froggatt gets his stick back, as here comes Baldwin up the ice. Loses his stick, stolen by Harper. Harper's on hat-trick watch as here he comes. Throws it right in front of the net. Tip play out front. Great work by Downey to deny the opportunity. As McGrail back on the ice, down to 5-on-4 here for the Legionnaires. 3:05 remaining here on the clock. Lead pass intended for LeBlanc. Nationals, one of the more deadly teams on the penalty kill. 10 goals, most in the entire league on the shorthanded. They'll need another one here if they want to have a good chance of coming back in this contest. Fagan, he picks it up, sends it hard around the boards. Palmer collects it, or Harper connects it and can't quite do anything with it. Tip play by LeBlanc, puts it right back down the ice. Up to Harper. Harper's pass just a little too far ahead. Picked up now by Pace. Rob Hinney tries to get over to Lil Payne. Goes off a skate. And here come the Legionnaires again across the blue line. Walks in, takes a shot, goes up high off the shoulder of Froggatt and out of play. And 25 seconds to go here in this Sarnia power play. The Nationals can try to win this draw and get themselves down inside of Sarnia territory. Once they try to kill off this penalty, expect to see Froggatt to go to the bench and try to get the extra attacker possibly. The Nationals get the puck off the face-off, clear the zone, and it gets sent right back in. Picked up now by Downey. Downey lead pass, tries to hit Shipman on the opposing blue line. 2 minutes left here. Palmer back on the ice in 5 seconds. As Carrion tries to move it out, gets it stolen off his stick. Rogers trying to stay with it. Brings in the offensive zone. Drops it for Chipman. Chipman holds on, brings it behind the net. Backhand pass, puts it right out front. Nobody there to collect it. And it comes back out to the neutral ice where Palmer collects the puck. Leads it for Fisher. As Chipman, he takes a stick up high. Another huge hit by Rogers. He takes Langstaff down to the ice. Fisher out front. Kopchuk tries to take a shot. That one goes off a body. Langstaff getting right back into the play. Fisher, he takes a shot from distance, finds his way through traffic, but can't get to the goal. Froggatt heading to the bench. 6 attackers on the ice for the Nationals. Lead pass comes up. Here comes Chipman. Lead pass intended for Wood, just out of his reach. Puck's going, it has a chance. Foot race for the puck, goes all the way down and just misses wide. And it will go for it as we do a fight down in the Legionnaire zone. As Colton Shipman just going tumbling with a member of the Legionnaires.
Yeah, it looks like it's Ethan Waddick. As the gloves come off of both sides as Chipman wants a piece. As I'm not exactly sure what happened on the play. It just all of a sudden out of nowhere. As you can see, the two of them, oh, there it is. They both are just whacking each other. Chipman gives a check. Waddick has the stick off already, and then a wrestling match ensues. And they'll both be sent off the ice for the rest of this game. And the question is going to be, where is the face-off going to take place? As I believe it's going to come outside and be down here in the neutral zone. This could actually end up going all the way down. And indeed, I think this is going to be the case, as it's going to come all the way down inside London Ice as Chipman initiated that circumstance. And so with 45 seconds and down by 2, It looks like Sarnia is going to get the 2 points in here tonight, and for London, it's a possible 4th game in a row where they're just unable to get into the win column. The last time that the Nationals had lost 4 in a row, you've got to go back to 2018-19 season, and that 4-game losing streak, those 4 games all came on the road.
Nationals get the puck off the face-off, draw Froggatt heading right back to the bench. Into the offensive zone, play down in tight, trying to get a quick shot off. Can't go, the puck goes sent up high, hits the rafters, and we get another whistle. As they continue the puck possession in the face-off in the Legionnaire zone.
Yeah, and again, good speed here by Hurst. He just throws it towards the net. Good chance there by Aerosmith. Tried to get a whack at on the backhand side. And so now with 6 attackers out there, the Nationals need to just get pucks on net.
Walks in, big slap shot by Fagan, just goes over the net. Aerosmith tries to get a piece of it, but can't. Still battling away with it as Richardson gets a piece of it, tries to clear the zone, and the Legionnaires will. And the puck comes all the way down the length of the ice. Fagan gets it, holds on to it. Trying to keep it away from Graham. Picks it up again, now brought up. Bank pass comes off the boards. Here comes LePayne. He walks in, cross-ice pass, takes it down low, shot on net. And one more save, another save for the record. And a beautiful piece of goaltending in the 3rd period by Jack Martin is enough for the Legionnaires to hold on and pick up the 5-3 victory as they take down the Nationals, sending them to their 4th straight loss. We'll be back with our final thoughts and 3 stars in just a moment here on Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV. Wednesdays are for the Nationals. Watch live coverage of the London Nationals home schedule on Rogers TV. Catch the action Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.
The welterweight title on the line. Leon Edwards!
Australia want to hurt him. When I take my shot, you should get that.
Colby Covington, one of the best fighters in the sport.
Keep it 100 straight.
I'm coming to get that belt. Alexandre Pantoja.
Pantoja's a hunter that can put anyone out.
Brandon Royval.
This is a kill or be killed flyweight. 2 world titles.
25 shots on the first fight.
I did it. I need it.
A hero gave it.
And I am alive.
As an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 75 others. Please go to our website. Pledge a gift of life. You'll be glad you did.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff here, and we are back for another incredible season of Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're gonna tour some amazing backyards. We're gonna meet up with some great folks, and we're gonna cook some incredible food. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 for Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
Did you know all camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer. Welcome back to the Western Fair Sports Center. 5-3 is your final in favor of the Sarnia Legionnaires as they take the Nationals down for their 4th straight loss and 2nd straight to the Sarnia Legionnaires, as this Sarnia team is pretty game so far in the last little bit.
Yeah, and again, in that first intermission, again, the interview with Taylor, the Legionnaires mentioned the fact that they wanted to come in here tonight knowing that London has already lost 3 in a row, wanting to make it 4, and they did exactly just that, being able to get shots past Carter Froggatt and able to capitalize on the chances that they had. Sarnia starting to get on a roll here, starting to move up that Western Conference standings. They're going to be a team to watch out for towards the end of the regular season.
National season still continues to roll. A lot of tough games ahead, including Sunday night when they take on the LaSalle Vipers. But until then, we'll send it down to Taylor, our 3 stars. Good evening, Taylor.
Good evening. Our 3 stars are brought to you by Paul Duarte and Associates. Our 3rd star is Colton Chipman with his 1 goal and assist on the night. Our 2nd star is Sarnia Legionnaires goaltender Jack Martin with his 40 saves. And our first star is Austin Harper with his 2-goal performance. We will be back next Wednesday, December 13th, as the Caledon Bombers are in town for another Wednesday night showcase. Our coverage of the game will start at 7 p.m. And thank you so much for watching. On behalf of all of us here at Rogers TV, good night.
Don't want insects in my backyard because like they'll bite me, but so many insects are beneficial, and they're one of the foundations of the food chain, the food web, with like birds and everything. So insects have there's like obligate host plants that they need to complete some portion of their life cycle. And when you have a wide diversity of flower species, that means that you're able to host a wide diversity of insects. And birds like chickadees, a single brood of chickadees requires something like 11 caterpillars a day per bird, which like if you don't have the host plants for those insects, you don't have the habitat for the birds.
Right. So is there certain species of plants that are more important than others too? Yes,
actually. There's something called keystone species. So usually when we think of keystone species, we think of beavers, that they change the landscape, but there's plants that are keystone species. And these are the plants that host the widest diversity of insects, which means that they host the widest diversity of all animals realistically. And so some examples of those are actually goldenrod.
Really?
Yeah, and like also black-eyed Susan, which are these gorgeous little yellow flowers that are surrounding us right now. And so these are the ones that I think black-eyed Susan hosts like over 100 different species of moth and butterflies.
Really?
Yeah, and just that single plant alone does that.
That's incredible. So obviously when it comes to our food production, pollination is very important.
Oh, for sure.
And so protecting and restoring habitat for those pollinators is very important. So what you have here is incredibly vital. But for those of us who want to help out but are very limited to our property and we can't just put a meadow in, what are your suggestions for what we can do to help our pollinators?
Plant a native plant garden.
Just like in your garden?
Yep, it can even be in containers. Like there's many different species of plants that you can, like if you don't have like a backyard and you just have a balcony, you can plant species in containers. They work really well, like butterfly milkweed, fantastic in a container. Same with like the rudbeckia, the black-eyed Susan. Oh, they work really well. And so the Xerces Society actually emphasizes the importance of having different like pollinator strips, especially along farm fields. And so when you think of like, you know, your vegetable garden at home, if you just have like little pockets of native plants, you can, in addition to producing beautiful food, also know that you're helping the ecosystem as a whole.
That's awesome. If someone, let's say, has a relatively big garden and they want to start switching over from non-natives to native wildflower species, what do you think that is a good kind of starting point? What would you suggest? Like anything, or is there kind of easier plants to kind of get started in?
Okay, so usually when introducing people to native plants, I usually tell them to go for like the black-eyed Susans. I tell them to go for scarlet bee balm.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like the wild bergamot, but it's bright red. And so you bring like hummingbirds, and it's also edible.
Oh,
it's delicious. So it's a great like oregano alternative. So it fits right into a vegetable garden. And then also like dense blazing star and the butterfly milkweed.
And those all have pretty colors. So it's like even more kind of welcoming to people because they're like, well, I still want the flower color aspect to my garden. So that's perfect. And like you said, even people with in apartments have options as well, and that'd be pretty neat. You know, you're up on the 15th floor and you're kind of bringing pollinators even up there.
Just see a little bumblebee.
That would be pretty neat, you know. So to get these people started, where could they get seeds? Is it Can you go to Walmart?
Not really. So a lot of packets that are labeled as wildflower seeds actually have invasive species.
Oh.
Wildflower isn't some like specific definition of like a plant. It can mean wildflower from anywhere. So we at Hot Cliff, we actually have a community wildflower garden where people are welcome to come and collect seeds when they're ready. We actually even have signs that like describe what the plant will look like, its height, how you need to grow it, and also what to do when you collect the seeds.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to go check that out if that's okay.
That'd be great.
Perfect.
It'd be a tragedy if we were losing one person to drug overdose every day. 5, 7, or 12 people, that would be unimaginable. But in Canada, we lose 20 people to overdose every single day. That's a crisis. Donate to help CAMH face addiction head on.